This is the D6 generation.
Dice are our vice.
Creating not too horrible content since 2008.
Are you crazy? That's like 400 hours of gamer nonsense.
Oh, I think we're well past that. This episode, more Dungeons & Dragons live play. The Sands of Khassan.
All right, so we are returning here to the Sands of Khassan. We do not have our normal intro voice, which is Russ Wakeland. He is absent, and I will be playing the role of his character, Namfoodle, in the meantime.
Good luck.
But, yeah, exactly. But to get us caught up, I will do a quick session recap to bring us back to where we were. So Aurelius returned late to the Golden Camel, having spent another extended evening courting Jalila and lending his support to the cause. The exhausted wizard fell into bed and quickly dozed off to the familiar sounds of Cal's snoring. Unfortunately, not long after his slumber had begun, he was awoken by a snuffling beast. During the battle at the Maelstrom stronghold, Cal had been bitten by the werebear bodyguard and had yet to address the curse. The waning full moon took complete hold over the monk shifter, transforming him into a full-on bear, hungry and lusting for blood. Unaware and unable to control his new lycanthropy curse, Bear Cal went after the first meaty thing it smelled. Luckily for Aurelius, he was awake at this point, and with a little help from his friends, they beat Bear Cal into submission. To assure this wouldn't become a regularly scheduled evening event, Azrael called upon the aid of Sahanin to eradicate the curse. Cal awoke the next morning, bruised, battered, and bloodied, but with no memory of what had occurred. After El Hess served a hearty breakfast, everyone went about their daily routine, but not before agreeing to reconvene at the Stout Brewery later that evening. Azrael made a visit to the Lunar Temple. Cal trained with his students some more. Aurelius scribed. Nam spent a lot of time in front of a mirror with his new snow flurry cloak, and Drell continued to work out to a book. Before their evening rendezvous, the barbarian managed to slip in a visit to the hearth and confirm his suspicions concerning the name of the Jinn wielder that had been recently sighted. He is known as Karamah. The evening of the 25th was spent drinking with Filigir and discussing their next move. Their Drugar hostess suggested that they all lay low for a week or so before her associates started deep dive on their next challenge, the Rakshasa Slavers. After many a drink was had, everyone but Nam and Drell returned to the Golden Camel. The gnome spent the rest of the evening/morning with Filigir working on his quote-unquote tower real estate venture. The barbarian headed out alone to the desert for some much-needed self-care. It is now the 26th of flock time, 157 RE. The day had passed uneventfully, but that changed with the coming of night. Not long after everyone had settled into the camel, Zalara arrived, urgently calling for the chosen. She bid you all join her. The Mohajir had made their move, arresting a score or so of unfortunates. The Sultan's hand, along with the city guard, were in the process of escorting their new prisoners to the southern salt mine under the cover of darkness. Jalila was included among them. You all raced out of the city and through the desert night on the steeds Zalar had provided, hoping to catch the unjust procession at the crossroads. You did just that and made short work of your adversaries. At this time, all but one Mohajir lay fallen, with the rest standing mesmerized. All right, so that's our recap. So we're at the top of the round, which, of course, is Namfoodle's not here. So at the moment, he's kind of far away, and he doesn't have a great line on. He's going to hold his action if any of these guards or the Mohajir break away from their engagements. He will shoot them down. So that is his action. So that brings us to the next best person, not the absent person, but the mildly drugged up person. Woohoo! So, Drell, it is your turn, sir. There is one in front of you. I believe at this point, that one is begging for forgiveness to Sahanin, as well as I think the one next to Aurelius at this point. The Mohajir is still being defiant, although he's very wobbly on his legs.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you like to do, Drell?
I will give him the mercy of Sahanin and hit him with my giant moon axe.
Okay.
In a divine fury, with great weapon master engaged, and a flourish. And of course, I will be.
Are you relentlessly attacking?
Do you mean am I recklessly attacking? Because if the question is, am I recklessly
Yes,
attacking?
recklessly. I was just testing to see what level of cognition.
Emphatically, yes. Oh, I'm in the overly wordy stage of coming down from the sedative.
Good, because they're actively dodging to stay alive, so you have straight up to hit.
Oh, straight up. Okay.
No disadvantage.
Well, gauging his dodging, I'm going to choke up a little bit on the axe and not use Great Weapon Master.
Okay. He does have chainmail and a shield, so just
18 then.
Well,
or not the -5?
No, I clicked it off.
18 will hit. 18 will hit. So you're gonna you clicked. So the problem is you have two different things. You have a damage one and a to hit one.
Right,
so you clicked off the damage.
I clicked them both off, but like only moments before I attacked. So maybe
that's a delay. That's fine. So so the damage should be correct now if you hit
it. So you're not seeing double?
It could be that I'm seeing double, but right now none of those little blue checks are visible in either attack or damage modifier.
All right. So just go ahead and roll the damage and we'll see if it's
21.
No,
yeah, it just seems to be missing, so that's good.
Still is a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, with the divine damage, so you're going to do 20 damage. So you cut. Now, are you swinging to kill or to knock unconscious?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm swinging. I told you the mercy of Sehanin. So yes, I'm swinging to kill.
You cut this guy's throat wide open, and he falls dead.
The moon goddess knows no mercy, and I will follow the lime green arrow to my next victim.
The Dipper.
Oh, you get advantage with that attack without having to recklessly attack. Go figure.
But he's probably dodging too, right?
He was, but yeah. So if you recklessly attack, you would have. So you have straight up because you're flanking and he's dodging. But if you now recklessly attack on top of that, you would have advantage.
Yes, I'm recklessly attacking.
Okay.
And I'm going to loosen up and lower my grip on the axe to Great Master status.
Okay.
And attack with advantage.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's going to
hit. 23 hit.
23 hits.
All right. And Sehanin gives you her blessing. Only 30.
It's twice as much as you needed, so she is dead. I mean, he is dead.
And there's no one else I can reach. So, well, that's a waste of. I flourish the axe into the air with all of the energy and charisma that an extra attack would have given me. Woohoo!
Your axe seems disappointed in you.
And I take one more step here with my extra movement and fist bump Aurelius.
Boink.
He doesn't seem
back. I go, that'll teach slavers not to slave.
That's right. Hey man, slavers got a slave.
And the slavers going to slave. Sorry.
Zealot's got a zealot.
All right. Are you done, sir?
I'm done. Unless you want to give me some sort of dancing fast ability so I can get to the next guy and hit him. I think I'm done. Don't forget.
You see a reflection in your axe that's not your own. Kind of looks like a moon elf. She looks sad. Aurelius.
So I follow the lime green line myself, knowing that leads me to the next victim.
Who is currently prone on the ground, by the way.
Who's currently prone on the ground, but we also have
that's true. I forgot he was prone.
Yeah. We also have advantage.
You have advantage either way.
Yeah, so I'm gonna pull out Eagle Claw and attack. This attack's gonna have Booming Blade on it. And that is going to be an AC 27.
Your excessiveness knows no bounds, both of you.
That's going to be 14, 7 slashing, 7
All right.
thunder.
The first 3 points kills him, so the rest is all just a waste of time. But he dies a horrible death, bleeding out on the ground. But unlike those poor city guards just doing your job, this guy probably deserved it. So he's dead.
If if they're slaving these people, they all deserve it. Says I.
Oh,
I look
they're
for.
not- yeah.
By the way, when I run by
I
Cal,
was just following orders is not an acceptable excuse.
exactly. And when I go by Cal, I fist bump Cal too. That's from drill.
You don't fist bump you. I say that guy was mine. He was mine.
Still only counts as one.
I look at his dead body. I go, unfortunate for you, you messed with the wrong people.
Don't worry.
Get it?
Don't worry. I
Unfortunate.
look at him and go, don't worry, little
The dead
brother.
body does
Points
not
out.
respond.
There are more.
It is the city captain's turn, but he doesn't have a turn because he's mesmerized. So now it's Cal's turn.
Remember, one at a time. One at a time.
Get them all. So it's just these guys down here. So I'll go down here and I'll whack this guy.
You're just gonna start killing these incapacitated people.
Well, yeah, they're slavers.
Okay.
Oop. I'm guessing I have advantage on it because he's incapacitated.
You have
Only,
it. Actually,
only the first hit. Only the first hit.
Only first hit, then
Once,
he's
once you
relieved.
hit
Then
the
he
first
wakes
time, he's no
but
longer.
I don't think it probably is. It may not take more than a first hit.
Okay, well, here you go. Here it comes.
Crit.
The quarterstaff.
Double crit.
Oh my
Yeah,
lord!
a double crit. That's impressive. So you kill him in one strike.
Can I follow through with my other crit and get the other guy?
Doesn't work.
No,
that way,
but you can
man.
roll again.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
still
so
get
I'll get
advantage
the other
because he's
guy.
mesmerized too.
Flop. I say it's unfortunate for you. You messed with the wrong people.
When did you become French?
I'm a jackal. I'm a
You
Moroccan.
beat me to it.
There's several recordings ahead of this that don't indicate that you're French.
Mais oui,
All right.
mais oui, I am a monk.
The ennui of
And
the
this
evening.
guy is actually he's barely standing and now awake to see his own death.
So now I will use my final unarmed, just a regular unarmed strike. Do I still have
You
advantage
are
or no?
swinging to kill on all of these.
What's that?
What's that?
Do I still have
You are
advantage on this
swinging
one?
to kill on all of them?
Yes.
You do not have advantage.
Just a normal roll,
Right.
even though it's still part of my regular action.
Correct.
Okay. So I follow up with
Technically,
the,
sure incapacitated.
to the groin.
Good, but
The solid kick to
he's
the groin
down.
for 11.
All
break
right.
his neck with whatever technique you choose. He falls.
I go, do not kill the captain.
Boot to the head.
I'm gonna
Na-na-na.
kill this guy.
You all feel so proud. You've successfully beaten up small children, basically, compared to you.
Small children working for slavers.
That's right. Stay away from my unfortunate ones.
All right.
Kill the Moagia.
Are you?
Kill the Moagia, but leave the captain alive.
Which one's which?
It's Zalara. She's gathering and trying to direct the unfortunate to return to their homes. She steps in front of Jalila, who was originally approaching Aurelius, but now looks a little unsure, as he seems to have some sort of bloodlust going on. Zalara steps forward and she's like, "What exactly are we becoming?" And as she watches you just mow down people,
Watch who mow down people.
and she keep
We all just
directing.
killed a bunch of city guards, by the way.
Who's we, white man? So
I
I
didn't
killed
get to
Moagia.
act yet.
I killed the Moagia first of all. Second of all, that's all I did.
All right, Azrael, it's your turn.
I'm just going to lower my head, a little saddened by the deaths I just witnessed, unable to prevent them.
Could
Give
have
them a
said
chance for. It's not my turn. I'm not gonna speak out of turn. That's how the roleplay goes. I'll say something after. Don't worry. I will just say, leave the Mohair within a beat of his life, I have questions. That's all I will say at this point in time. And I will just I can't subdue with magic, just how I act, so I'm going to not attack.
All right. It is the Mohajir's turn. And that Mohajir does nothing. And it is the unfortunate state. I'm not going to bother moving all these people. The battle's pretty much over. You can slaughter at will. We can actually come out of role playing at the end of this round, which is coming up.
Round, you mean?
Come out of round.
So we're going to
come out of
role playing out of rounds is what you're trying to say.
Playing too before it's too late. No, come out of rounds. So the unfortunate Zalara's directing them. Jalila's kind of staying next to her. She's directing. She's talking to the children who are totally freaked out by all the bloodshed. And she's talking to them, talking to the families, and they're all, I mean, they look happy to not be being dragged. So don't get me wrong. But they just watched, like, especially Cal just blow up people's heads like grapefruits with a staff who were just standing there. So they're a little freaked out. And they're all headed back towards the lower city at this point. So that brings us to the end of the round, which is the owl, which you can do whatever you'd like with your owl at this point. The guards, there are no guards left. So I'll just remove them from the chart. They're all dead. And Namfoodle's still kind of standing on Overwatch. He doesn't look too freaked out by what you do because he knows you guys. So, all right. So I'll clear this chart. We'll just be out of rounds and you guys can move forward as you want. All right. All right. So we're out of rounds.
So I have said not to kill the captain. So, and I will allow my friends to do what they want. But the Mohajir, Azrael said, take him down, but don't kill him. So I assume we can, because we're coming out of rounds, we can beat them unconscious. I don't beat the captain unconscious, but I'm happy to beat the Mohajir unconscious. And when the captain is the last person left standing, I assume that's okay. Nobody attacks him, and I will drop the hypnotic pattern once the Mohajir is unconscious.
With all of you guys, however you want to go about it, you can beat down the Mohajir. You can pull her off her horse and beat her up.
We just tie her up.
The Mohajir, unless Azrael can do something, is not someone you can save. The captain.
Well, Azrael said he wants to ask questions. He didn't say anything saving, but he did say he wanted to ask questions of it. And you may find this useful. So this is the woman Mohajir in charge. If you guys can all see that. So she's dressed in the brightly polished gold plate with the purple and gold of the city. She has the great falchion, which she didn't even get a chance to really do anything. She's just frozen, mesmerized, looking at the it was staring forward until you guys decide to pull her. Are you going to pull her off her horse and just beat her down? Or
yes, they were willing to attack the innocent prisoners and kill them in retribution to just our trying to rescue them. They are not good people.
Yes, the Mohajir are documented, despicable human beings. So feel free to do as you would desire with them.
I don't intend for her to live. I just
I do.
She won't convert. She's with the Sultan now.
Zalara steps forward and she looks at the cut down corpses and she says,
I will also start to tend to the corpses as well.
Okay. She says, what you have done here to these gods is unfortunate. We now will have little chance because the whispers will spread what was done here by the chosen. We'll have little chance of turning them in our favor as we go, as rebellion draws closer. They are just people of the city as well, just following the orders of their station.
The desert has a way of taking care of its own.
I'm gonna drop the hypnotic pattern, and so the captain is aware. And when he looks, I'm looking at him. When he looks at me, he goes, "You will do as you do, and I will do as I do." Unfortunate your men would.
You're saying this to the captain?
Yeah, I'm saying it to the captain. I mean, that's it.
Okay. Yeah. So the captain, you woke the captain up.
Yeah, I dropped hypnotic pattern as I mentioned.
All right. So that's gone. Well, that was already not really there.
And the Mohajir is beaten down before I drop it. I don't want that one.
Yeah. You guys pulled her off her horse, beat her up.
I haven't hurt the captain at all.
I assume you're over there too, Drell.
Yeah.
Who's over there beating? So I know who. All right. So you guys.
I'll just add a judicious fist here.
I'll be over here.
Necessary.
And I will tie her up.
Move your characters over in the area just so I know who is involved in the.
I'm tending to the bodies of the fallen guards.
Okay.
I'm
going to start working on cleaning up the bodies, preparing shallow graves, at least the best I can dig.
So the three of you guys beat down the Mohajir, and then after she was unconscious, or did you keep her alive or no?
I'm keeping her alive until Azrael wants. Now she can be unconscious as far as I'm concerned, but until Azrael wants to speak with her, then I am more than happy.
Yeah, you can be unconscious until he can get.
Yeah, if she submits before she goes unconscious, I will.
She does not. So you can. Yeah, she does not.
So we beat her unconscious and say,
"Yeah,
Azrael
curses you." Yeah, she curses you until the final blow, then knocks her unconscious. And she's swears up and down how everybody in your family is going to die and everybody in their family is going to die. She's not a nice person.
I don't even know my parents.
So then after that you drop the mesmerization. Now the captain, you have the captain awake.
Yeah. And
did you pull him from his horse, or is he still sitting up on the horse?
Still on his horse. I look him in the eye. I go, it is very unfortunate what happened here. You said you will do as you do, and I will do as I do. It is unfortunate for you, but more unfortunate for your men. I am sorry for what happened here, but this was a doing of the Mohajir, not of us. These unfortunate, I told you, were under my protection, and I asked you not to do anything. You survived today because I have faith in you, and I hope you understand now that we are on your side, and you should be on ours.
Drake, his hands are tied.
He looks around and he says, "It does not look like you are on the side of all the people, just the ones you call the unfortunate.
Those are my people.
We have our own concerns. As I said to you, you pretend that you can protect everyone, but you cannot protect everyone from the Sultan. You cannot protect these men's family. You cannot protect my family. So I do what I must, and they do what they must. Do I deserve the retribution that you probably did? They deserve it? Maybe not.
So many don't.
So they follow their Sultan ordered upon them.
So maybe next time something like that happens,
it's clear to everyone else that he's not.
I approached you a day before and said, if you warn us, we will be there. This could have been prevented. You said nothing. So I will put some of the blame for you on this, and I will be there to protect your family as much as I would the unfortunates or anyone else I can. We have, as you see, we are adventurers of no small water, and we will do our best to save the people of this town. Do I think there'll be no bloodshed? I look around. Of course there will be bloodshed, but I will tell you, we will inflict much more than we get, and we stand with the people of the city. If you stand with us, I would be proud. If you do not, then I would ask you to stay out of our way. And your men, I wish them no more harm. But if they accompany the Mohajir, the Sultan's men, we do not wish to kill them, but unfortunately we will go through them to get to the Mohajir and the Sultan. Am I clear?
We will not.
You think you're the only one that wields retribution. There is retribution for not following orders. I will attempt to do what you say, but it may only just mean my death from a different pair of hands than your own.
You tell me what you need to protect yourself, and I will see to it that you get it, as best of my ability. You think you by yourself? Stand with us, not against us. I give you this option for the third time. You seem to scorn it, but I tell you, we are here for the people of this, of the city you live in.
You are not the first to try to rise against the Sultan, this heritage. You speak like you know the end result, but no one knows that except perhaps the gods themselves. We shall see if Sahanin has truly returned to us, or if you are just pretenders like those who claim to worship her now.
I do not believe in the gods and the fates. However, I walk with those who wield their power, and I believe in them.
Do you have any blessing dice? They just went away.
For me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't have any. So there, take that. I haven't had any blessing dice for like venture for weeks. But anyway, let me finish. But I walk with those who do speak for the gods and speak and wield their power, and we will see if we are just pretenders or we are those who have really been called upon. I am just a tool. Those who wield true power.
That's for sure.
I point to the angel of Khassan. I point to Azrael. Those are the ones who will really lead the city out of the doldrums it has been brought to, and the low it is brought to by the Sultan. Now, do you agree to stand with us, and at the very least, stay out of our way?
My only recourse is to collect my family and leave Khassan, and hopefully make it out.
I will give him 100 gold. He goes, here is 100. I throw him a sack of 100 gold here to see you and your family on your way.
What if we help him get his family out of the city and he stays in his position?
He tosses the money back to you and he says, give it to those that you, and he gestures to the unfortunate. They will need it more than I were.
Very well, then. The option was given to you on your way. It is, and again, thrice you were asked, thrice you denied to stand with us. I wish you no harm, and I warned you this would happen.
And you know he's serious when he uses thrice twice.
Oh, that's nice.
Thrice time.
You're going to die. You might as well die with a clean conscience and on the right side.
I don't know how to say. Saying fourth is not a cool thing to say. Like fourth.
No, it's not.
The quarterth time I've asked you this.
He rides over towards Zolara and Azrael, and he just he says, he looks at both of them and he says, I understand that I have done dark deeds in the name of my office, and I am no more worthy of salvation than any of these others. But be careful what you do with your weapons. And he looks over his shoulder as the three of you standing around the beaten up, and don't be wary that you don't become that which you protest to stand again.
I looked at him. I mutter a blessing and say, Exet Sohu. And I say, may she be with you. I will talk to my weapon. So far, he is not Sahanin's will. There will be words.
So he's gonna, if you let him leave, he's going to
I will.
Go back into the city at all haste. So are you guys letting him go?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue my burials. I have a lot to do.
Yeah, we're gonna spend about an hour cleaning the bodies up and getting.
He rides off. What are you trying to do by cleaning the bodies up?
We're gonna
trying to hide what happened here?
No, we're just gonna bury him in the sand.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I'm giving them proper graves and stuff.
Are you leaving the Mohajir out?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. I am at least.
Okay.
They don't deserve burials.
That's fine with me. Yeah.
Okay. Zolara seems to approve of the leaving the through her words and her actions. She seems to approve of, not that you guys necessarily need her approval, but she seems to approve of leaving Mohajir and burying the guards. She as you guys are burying the guards and leaving, and you still have that one person, she says, our actions, as I had mentioned before, our actions have repercussions now. But now, as gruesome as this went, the Sultan knows his actions have repercussions as well. And kind of,
I'm gonna say to Lara, goes, I'm gonna approach her and I say, you have done me a great favor today. I knew this was coming. However, I could not have been here in time if you did not bring those magnificent horses as gifts for us. I'm sorry, to help us get here. Understand that
as you say gifts to us, she says, she's like, I have money. I'm well aware you have coin as well. But if you cannot afford horses, I will happily buy these for you. I did borrow them.
But you're off topic, unfortunately.
You brought it up.
The point being is that I owe you one for what you have done to rescue these people. For they were under my watch, and I appreciate your help. And again, Zalara, I'm in your debt.
Despite my absence amongst you, please remember we fight for the same cause. I know that I am too bound to the deal that was made to the Lamias, even though I am not there as you are fighting at the forefront to achieving that goal as well as the ultimate goal here. So I understand that I owe you in return as well. We just try to remember. I understand what these guards did, but and she kind of looks back at Azrael as she says this and then glances back at you and she says, everyone has a past. These guards have reasons why they joined. They did not join, most of them, to be brutal to their own. But these are the ways once you are within. And if you do not follow the orders, then the consequences themselves can be brutal.
I gave every option to the captain to let his men out. If we would have touched a hair in their heads if he had warned me in advance. So I blame the blood on him.
You don't give warning. They tell you and you do. That's how it works. And I will just go to the Moji after that.
Azrael speaks the truth. If the captain were to when the Mosier came to him and made this call, if the captain was to stand against them, more than likely he'd be dead now.
If he just let us know what's going on. Yeah, if he just let us know what's going on, we could have interceded and not harmed a man in the city guards.
I'm not sure that time was given, but you may be right. He's not without his own blame. He is not blameless within this act, as he mentioned himself. But if we wish, it will make things easier if we are able to turn some of the guard when the time is. So just keep that in the back of your mind. This is not an easy game we play. It is complicated and it is involved, very involved, and there are many factions and many people involved. It is with every move we make, we risk lives. And she kind of looks over. Jalilo's kind of like holding her arm and being next to her, but she does step out. Give me a charisma roll with advantage.
I think I have advantage on that one, huh?
Yeah.
See if I can get above a 9.
You have advantage because she likes blood splattered on her voice.
16.
16. She steps up.
Wound, how sexy.
She steps up to you, leans in, and kisses you on the cheek, and she a little embarrassed with everybody there, and she seems a little kind of shy. She's like one of those artists that when you talk to them and you interact with them on a regular basis, they seem like one type of personality, but then when they get on stage or they're doing their thing, they seem completely different. And she's very much like that, very much an introvert when she's not actually singing. But she kisses you on the cheek and she says, I believe, Aurelius, I owe you my life. And you have been there for some time now watching over me, and that does not go unnoticed. And she kind of gives like a little bow, and to all of you, she gestures even to those of you standing over the beaten corpse of the beaten body of Mohajir.
I'm going to bow back. You were the first among equals, and I hope to protect all of the unfortunate as you care for them as I do.
She says, your actions, and I hope my songs are instilling strength within the unfortunate and hope. And hopefully that one day that will turn into the rebellion or to the chance for freedom, for true freedom that we are looking for. And she nods to all of you and she starts to follow the chain of unfortunates headed down the road. And Zalara's like, if you are comfortable finishing up here, I will escort the unfortunates, these folks back to their homes and make sure they're not harassed on the way in.
I will send Pancho with you, so if there's trouble, to alert us. And I'm going to have Pancho follow Zalara and Jalila back with the unfortunates.
She says excellent.
With express orders if they get attacked to come get me. My two intelligence familiar. He's a spirit.
All right. She starts at Nam is just on Overwatch, so I'm not ignoring Nam. He's making sure you guys aren't. Oh, she does recommend. She says, I recommend that you leave the bodies and the horses not to draw further attention to what you have done here. The Sultan will be well aware that this was your doing, was the Chosen's doing, but to make him desperate would be dangerous at this time. Not until we have removed more of his strength.
And remember, he may want more sleeves for the salt mine, so he may try this again.
True, but we have shown him that. He will know that this is potentially dangerous to his folks, and he only has so many Mojir. So those are his elite knights. The more that we cut down, the less strength he has. But he still has the Rashaka available to him. He still has his vizier available to him. He still has the money of the noble serpents available to him. And from what we've discussed earlier, he may even have be able to reach out to the Shadow Queen herself. So we must be wary of these things before we rub it in his face as it is. I would just recommend this. Otherwise, if he gets desperate, there will be many that suffer. And yes, you are strong and those about you, but as we know, protecting everyone would be extremely difficult.
We're only as like every chain, we're only as strong as our weakest link. I understand.
So she runs off to catch up, jumps on one of the Arabians and rides off to, she actually steals the one from Nam because that's hers. So as she runs past him, she pulls Nam off his horse, calls to her horse and drops off.
Azrael, what did you want to do with this?
He flies off his horse, hanging onto his cloak, and lands over here.
Yeah. Azrael, what did you want to do with this Mohajir?
So they're all gone.
Two questions.
Gone here, except for you guys and
I have a spell.
Okay.
And
I'll need but a minute.
There's a few horses wandering around as well.
Yeah.
I am going to cast Zone of Truth around me.
Okay.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then I will awake the Mohajir. After I mean, is the Mohajir restrained yet? I want to make sure.
Yeah, I tied her up.
Yeah, they tied her. She's beaten within an inch of her.
Okay. I will wake her up.
If you just pop her in the face, she goes unconscious again.
I don't do it nicely.
All right. She wakes up. She's like got a big black eye and one lip's puffed up. She might have been attractive before you beat the snot out of her, but she's also cruel, so maybe she wasn't attractive to you. Her helmet's like knock sizes. Her raven black hair all hanging in her face. It's like shoulder length, just so she can keep out of her way and fight. And she like looks up through her hair at you, Azrael, and she looks you up and down, and she's like, "Take it, you're no priest of the light."
No, I actually worship Sahanid.
Or you'd help me cut these dogs down, and she like spits at Cal's feet.
She needs to make her save for the Zone of Truth, by the way.
What kind of save am I?
It's gonna be it's a charisma saving throw. It's gonna be DC. I don't want DC to automatically pop up. It's gonna be DC 16. It's already leveled up.
DC 16.
I will know if she's affected or not.
I understood.
I'm assuming I have to make it as well.
She nails it.
She makes it.
Yeah, which I'm not against making it all.
And you know she made it. So
yeah, I know. I also made it.
And so you reach up to the moon, make your gestures and rituals, and the moonlight beams down, forming for momentarily for the zone of truth around you. And she just kind of looks up, half smiling through her blood dripping on her teeth, her blood-soaked teeth, and she just looks like she says, I long forgot about your goddess and her existence. She has no power over me.
Well, to make these two questions easy then. First one, Knight of the Silver Tears. Ever heard of it? 10 years ago. Maybe it's 13, actually. 13 years ago.
Not sure I know. What Remind me what happened.
Bandits stole from the Sultan's bank, went into the unfortunate sector. You guys handled it your way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they paid for their insolence.
So did the unfortunates in that building. They were hostages.
You know what they say, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs.
Not when those eggs are people.
What was
Do
that?
you know who gave the orders from higher up? I know there's a ranking system. I want to know who.
Well, my commander is currently dead. And she spits again at Aurelius's feet.
Pity it was not done sooner.
Glares at Cal. She goes, and we know why. And she looks at the two of them. But
Yeah, you're idiots.
But I have no problem, despite the failure of your goddess's power, telling you who my current commander is. I serve under Khalida El-Naman. Maybe I got that
one.
Yep, no, that was right. Khalida El-Naman. She's one of the 3 remaining commanders.
Thank you for that. You're actually doing quite nicely right now. You're participating. This is weird. So you're participating. This is weird.
Just as you feel your cause is righteous, so does mine. I serve the blood of the Sultan, as has my family for years.
I understand our similarities. We're both dogmatic in our own ways. I'm just right. And then I will say, for the second part, I'll say, question 2. 13 years ago, similar timing, funny how that works, there was a mirrored raid.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Was slaughtered. Of the Sultan. Do you know where he was, or if he made it out alive?
We rotate. So I was on the last mirrored duty. Well, my unit was involved in the last mirrored duty, and that's when these bastards, she spits again, this time at Cal's feet, bastards did their thing.
No, didn't save you then. All right. That's all I have for questions.
This spitting is disgusting.
You burn in whatever hell you find. And I will radiate consumption. It means I drop my mask and my skin is gonna crackle with radiant energy. Radiant consumption works just for a default.
You gotta talk into the mic, buddy.
Sorry, I have to lean around my TV setup because it's not great. All right, radiant consumption. So the idea is that within a 10-foot radius, I deal radiant damage equal to my level. So I'm going to take it as well, but I'm willing to take it for this.
What about Aurelius and?
Was he 10 feet close to me? If he is, I'm sorry.
Right now, I'm spouting the truth. Oh my God, we're going to die. This is the worst thing ever. Holy crap. I failed my charisma save. I'm like, I'm back away.
I mean, you knew what
slavery's bad, okay?
Okay.
What you were going to do, Azrael, so I'm not going to be stupid and say you didn't pull the body away enough. So you could just knock it over and did it.
I was just going to grab both sides of.
Yeah, we don't have to move the miniatures to match that. So yeah, you.
I would take 5 and she would take 5 radiant damage.
You grab her by the scruff of her armor there, the chest piece of her armor, and just drag her about, 10 feet away from the others. And then as you go to pull off your mask, she just through her bloody teeth and looking through her hair, she's like, fuck you. And then you just open up your mask and radiant moonlight energy burns from you. And her flesh just burns off, and she becomes an ashen corpse within her armor.
As I stand about 30 feet, I'm going, man, she had a potty mouth.
Right?
Damn donuts island.
You notice not only did she drop an FU on Azrael, she managed to get a middle finger pointed in your direction, Aurelius.
That's right.
Now it's just a bony melted armor middle finger, but it's at you.
I'm still in the zone of truth. I'm like, man.
Aurelius and say that one was definitely for you.
I love you
drop the
guys,
corpse.
man.
She's been alternating spitting back and forth at the two chosen, but
She got ugly
just-
fast.
I drop the corpse. I return my mask. I look at them all and say, I was a city guard once. And then I walk away.
I go, man, he is hot. All right, and I keep going. Sorry, that was that joke. All right, move along.
it wasn't worthy.
City guard.
All right, so it was
Wasn't worthy of inclusion.
Yeah, that too. We're gonna do the only editing we've ever done on this recording and remove Joe's dad joke.
Challenge accepted.
All right, so it is somewhere around 10 o'clock at night. It was pretty late when this all came into play. There's a couple of steeds that I assume you left behind because they were the Mohajirs if you followed Zalara's advice. She did leave you with 3 of the Arabian horses. She said she would buy them off of the person because apparently you guys can't afford the 25 gold to buy horses. Well, they're a little
I
more
have
expensive.
Beetle. I don't need a horse.
What's that?
I have Beetle, my camel. I don't need a horse.
So you didn't really need a horse, so she took them with her then?
Well, I mean, I need a horse now to get back home.
You're the one that kept being excited about having a horse. So
I need an Uber of a horse right now.
all right. Well, you can ride him back to the camel. There are stables at the camel. She can collect them later if you don't want them. You can let her know easily enough. So we'll assume that you're doing that unless you speak up elsewise. So you can ride those 3 home. You are going to have to ride. There are 4 of you. Oh, no, there's 4 horses. I'm sorry. She took the one Nam. So Nam will have to ride on the back with somebody. He's happily to jump on there with whoever
Got it.
is willing.
Got it.
I can take them.
Yeah, you could ride with me.
There's always one saint in the group.
Options.
Naturally, it's the cleric.
He jumps on with whoever's closer. You guys ride back to the camel easily enough. Real quick, I'll give you experience for that. It wasn't a ton. You are each going to get 830 XP for that battle. So just throw that on your sheet. We can update Russ on that later. All right, so you return to the
We're
Golden
at
King.
967 at the back end there.
I got
All right,
997.
And the rest of the evening goes on eventful.
I mean 997, right?
I get 997.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
Really? No.
Yeah.
Somewhere
900, I thought.
I dropped 3.
Don't trust the English teacher on
You dropped
drugs.
to 30. It was 9. It was
Yeah,
830.
do not trust the sedated English teacher with the math.
I heard only 900. I missed the 30.
The engineer screwed it up too. He needs that really fancy calculator.
I'm
I
on
have
summer break now. Engineer's done.
53167 plus
Did my
830.
job. I'm out of here.
Oh, 830. That's where I went wrong.
I only heard the 8.
All right, I'm going to move you guys back. Just throw your on the camel map for now, the golden camel map, just because that's where you guys are. But it's probably not super relevant so we're moving to the next day. So that was the end of the 26th of flock time. So it is now we're getting on the end of the month. It is the 27th of flock time. It is a brilliant morning when you wake up. You're a little sore from battle, but not any more than usual nicks and bumps because you guys have all been through this before. You do get a long rest, so feel free to long rest your character sheets.
Yeah, I got my key point back.
Nan Foodle declares that he has some furniture shopping to do for his new tower. He has not been shy that he's working on a Waywatcher tower that he's setting up in one of these in a city on the bay to the southeast of just on the outskirts of Khassan, a place he referred to as not as in the character, but as
Vietnam.
it's called Al-Samak Bay, he refers to it as. So he's going to be spending the day doing that. And he also has, he's like, I have some communications to do too with my fellow Waywatchers in the Feywild. And he's like, says it in such a way that he feels you should all be impressed. Then he takes off in the morning to begin his arduous shopping. So what does anybody else have any special plans?
I'm going to read.
Yeah, I don't think you ever got your training in the night before.
No,
you got
I did
interrupted.
not. Yeah.
So I believe you still have 2 days worth of training left.
Yeah. And I'm bent out of shape over getting disturbed too.
And Cal, are you going to do your go see your
Yeah.
I'll go train my peeps.
Um,
I'm scribing. I want to check with.
So during the afternoon, Aurelius, you get a ping from your good friend now. Well, he thinks you're one of his. You guys are some of his favorite customers. And Drizzle pings you to let you know that the Storm of Blades has been located. And if you're still interested, come on by the shop, and he will fill you in.
I'm gonna go visit Indrizzle, and because I want to see if there's any higher level healing potions, and see what entails this Storm of Blades, Blade of Storms.
All right. Is anybody else going? What are you doing for the day, Azrael?
I'm getting 1,000 gold pieces worth of, I think it's incense right now. I have a potential plan. It's just a spell component. I'll put it up real quick. There you go.
So are you shopping? You can go shopping on the way to Indrizzle's if you want to go with Aurelius, but you don't have to.
I will not go with Aurelius.
You may be put off with his bloodlust.
All the incense in the world will not help overcome the smell of Drell.
Hey now.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I'm just getting 1,000 gold pieces worth of this stuff. I'll put that off my sheet.
Sorry, I have a highly sensitive nose.
All right. So
I'm a very clean barbarian. I roll in sand at least once a week.
So when you reach Indrizzle's, it's probably he opens at 10, so we'll say it's midday. So whatever you're keeping track of your hours there, Drell, it's about noontime.
Yeah. I think that's about 4 hours worth.
Yep, that's about right. Good afternoon, Aurelius, or morning for me, probably afternoon for you. Welcome again to Indrizzle's Antiquities. This is good to see you. I'm very, very excited to let you know that I have located Kedoma, the Storm Scimitar. I know it is not exactly what you were looking for, but the only blade of the Stun Blade I found belonged to a warlord, attuned to a warlord in the Lost Kingdoms. And so this, I thought, perhaps you said you did not want an attuned item, so we stayed away from this. Plus, it was not a scimitar, it was a great axe, which probably would serve one of your friend Drell more than you. But what I did find you, this is a sentient blade. It is very rare and very powerful. So mechanically wise, you would gain +2 to bonus. It's +2 to hit, +2 damage. In addition, it does a 1d4 lightning damage per hit. And also, you can make an additional attack as a bonus action because it's speedy on each of your turns. While attuned to Kedoma, you would be able to speak primordial of the Oran dialect. You would have advantage on persuasion checks when interacting with air djinn, and you would be resistant to lightning. Lastly, you could use a bonus action to fly up to 30 feet with a tornado burst. This ability can only be used once until dawn or it comes around again. And the more importantly than all of this information, Kedoma can be found in the Pyramid of Rasabek Nefru, which is located in the kingdom of Hazar Kalab, 50 miles southwest of the ruins of the capital city. I will mark it on your complimentary map for you. And he says, do you have your complimentary map or do you want a new one each time?
That'll be 10 gold pieces.
It's just a waste of paper, and we only have so many trees in the desert, so it's up to you. But
do we know what we would be fighting to get this Sword of Storms? Kedoma?
No, I do not necessarily know that. The only reason I knew that last time is because the item you were actually seeking had to be coming from a white dragon. Normally, I can just tell you where it is. What you deal with is up to you.
Who's with me at this time?
You know what? I kind of screwed up by telling you where it is. Now you have to pay me. So we can pretend I didn't tell you yet, or you can pay me $2,000.
Who's with me right now?
Technically, you have to pay. Joe, I screwed that up.
You're on your own.
Yeah, that's right.
So we will pretend he didn't tell you that part.
Yeah,
and
that's fine. That's fine. The map.
He's not going to mark it on your map until you decide to actually, because that's what he's selling you is the location.
That's right. That's right.
And he's been doing it a lot longer than John has, so he wouldn't make.
Who's with me right now?
You're by yourself.
Oh, okay.
I'm just the intern. He blew it.
Although I am intrigued by this Kadoma, and I feel that it would be a tremendous boon to me to have, I'm not sure if at this point in time, considering there was 2 items I was looking for, this would be the better of the 2 items to get. Would you happen to have any stronger healing potions than the ones you have been selling me? I know you've been sold out the last few days for some reason.
Well, if you can make any for me, I could sell them. I will buy them for you at a certain percentage, and then I will sell them higher. So if you have if you're fast at making potions, I will happily turn them around for you. I have quite a lot of customers.
Let me talk to my companions about pursuing Kadoma and see what they choose to do.
I'm hearing a lot of silence on your ability to make potions.
Oh, I can make potions. I have other things that are occupying my time, and I have no time for the potions at this point in time. But then I may take you up on that.
Then you will be dealing with the speed that I can make them at.
We all have important things on our.
I believe they call this supply and demand. Now, if I raise the price on them, I might keep more in stock. So if you'd like me to do that, I could do that as well.
Very well. But I will get back to you on Kadoma once I've talked to my companions, because I'm sure
this is quite all right. So this is part of the deal. You have paid me the gold to locate it. And then if you want to know the actual location, then we would finish the transaction. So that would be the 50% of the value of the Blade of Storms, which would be 14,000 gold pieces, because it is extremely rare and very powerful. But I understand if you do not need this thing. You have paid me for my services, so there's no hard feelings. But let's see what I can do for you. You are only looking for the more powerful healing potions. You don't need any of them.
I have my bandolier of all my regular healing potions on them. Yes, I'm just missing some of the higher end ones up here.
So I feel as it has only been it's been about 3 or 4 days, so this is good. I have some time to make things. Let us see. Not opened. This one. Right. See, are you looking for greater healing or a superior healing?
The highest level you can. I have plenty of the regular healing, so something that, in case of breaking kind of emergency type of thing, my good friend Cal unfortunately used my strongest healing potion.
I have one greater healing. No, I'm sorry. I have one superior healing for 500.
No, I used it on you, you bastard.
I use yours on you too.
I have one superior healing for 500 gold.
Done.
And then I have. Oh, I'm sorry. I have no greater healing, unfortunately.
That is all I ask for. Superior healing is
okay. I have 7. I have 7 of the of regular healing. If you have any interest in that,
my bandolier is full right now of healing potions.
All right, that's fine. Perhaps if I will be, we are closing in on another one of your compatriots' items. So perhaps if he is interested in going, then perhaps these purchases of these potions might come in handy.
Yeah, that evening, I'm not sure if you want to go throughout the day, but I'm going to finish scribing, visit Jalila, and in the evening, I'm going to, if everybody's back at the camel, whoever's back at the camel, I'll have a conversation with them about Kadoma.
All right, so we can go on unless somebody has something special they want to do. I don't know what you were up to besides buying the incense, Azrael. Like if you wanted to do something.
I was gonna get ready to cast it, but I was gonna make sure we had a window because it takes 24 hours to cast. That I'd have the time to do it.
Okay.
So I bring that tonight as well too. I want to bring that with the group because I didn't want us to go do something like go for a sword or do some magic item thing, and then I'd be in trouble because I have to finish the spell.
All right. Okay. I just want to make sure I put down that he's got 7 healing in stock in case it comes up later. All right, let's go throw you guys back we'll go back to the golden camel here. All right. So you get through your 8 hours, Drell. Assuming you're not doing anything else special. Cal comes back in the evening, which is normally his around supper time. He's done with his training with his students. So Azrael, you've had, I don't know if you want to start it, but
I wasn't going to yet.
at this point, Aurelius is back too. Aurelius has been there. He only spent like an hour away at noon, so he's been there since 1 o'clock.
I'm back to scribing then.
So he's scribing. So you're all there. So whether you wanted to talk to them earlier or at this point, that's
So I'm going to bring it up because Drizzle has located a scimitar that would be something that is intriguing to me. It is not something that it's something that would have been more useful before I got the Ebon Fire staff. However, it would make me comparatively in battle equivalent to Cal. Nowhere near Drell's power, but to Cal.
Well, then I'm all for you getting it.
Are you saying that I have
Better
to
than
fight
him,
Drell
but not
now?
quite as good as me? Hell yeah, let's do it.
However, would you be interested in accompanying me to collect this scimitar from its whoever is guarding it?
I don't know. You're not selling it very well right now. You have to go fight for
Not to
something that you might or
He's
might not
selling it
want.
great to me.
Well, honestly, it is something that I would like to have, but I feel that it is, again, unfortunately, due to the fact that I have the Ebon Fire staff, and I've been using this more in battle than I have my scimitar. It would be more of a backup weapon. It does offer some special abilities that may make it worth having, but so I wouldn't mind getting it. It is a tremendous investment for me to get, as far as monetarily, which would
backup weapon.
Which would
A lot of money
come
for
with
a
my.
backup weapon
So I'm
doesn't
kind of
sound good.
yeah, I'm kind of getting an idea of what you guys think. Would you come first? Would you accompany me, and then I'll get your opinion on what you think. Would it be worth getting?
El has
Can we go just fight a dragon so somebody could look cool?
Yeah, for a dead squirrel robe or something like that.
So
I mean, in the scope of world-shattering events, I think a second weapon that makes you almost as good as me sounds downright ideal.
Drell, one of the things I love about you is your directness. So, would you accompany me on this?
You have my axe.
Say, listen, brother, you know I will always follow you on any fruitless task you have.
especially if you have the leash attached to his collar.
Yeah, Azrael.
I wear no leash.
Sorry.
I have
I
a
would
harness.
follow.
It's a spike collar. It's big in the goth circles.
Jeez. Yeah. I'd follow.
Then we will go to Drizzle's and make plans to collect this. If you'll follow.
What about you, Nam? Are you with us?
No, Nam is there, and you actually, I was going to say, so El Hess is serving you dinner, so you're all around having this conversation roughly at dinner time. She's serving you Mamoon's famous roasted lamb, and along with lots of other side stuff. And you guys are hanging out around one of the tables, sitting on all the plush cushions. And she says, Saeed, I have a message from Namfuru. And she hands you a parchment to you, Aurelius, because you happen to be the closest.
I open it up. Thank you.
Parchment says, hey, don't wait up for me. Doing some more further research and trying to establish some things for my towers. Discovered I could really use the trident. Don't get rid of it.
Apparently, Nam fell into the outhouse. He's trapped there for the evening. We won't worry about it.
So, and he says he's with Filigir. So
Okay. So I will not get rid of the trident. He's
He needs that trident now?
So he said, "Don't get rid of it." So which is fine. I have unattuned to the trident.
in the note, it's more detailed. He it's not intimate. He hints at that he needs it to set up a permanent. He wants to try to set up a way in the tower.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like the staffs did.
The keys. He needs keys. And so you can surmise, being the brilliant arcanist that you are, I can make you roll, but it's probably not necessary. He probably is looking for nature type objects if he's trying to set up a portal to the way, because he talked about actually communicating with the Feywild. So an item, a powerful magic item of nature with a similar mirrored version within the Feywild would create a stable way.
Gotcha. All right, I'm good with that. So, all right, so we are going to.
So you're going to let the evening pass. Did you want to bring up your anything, Azrael, with a spell or anything? Or
I mean, it seems we're pretty set on doing this, so I will hold.
yeah. All right. As you know, so the next day rolls around. So are you Drell and Cal staying put then with the idea that you'll be going to Indrizzle's? Because he opens at 10.
So don't you want to finish your book, Drell, before we go? I heard the
I
ending's
have one
very
more
good.
day if that's gonna.
Yeah, you could definitely finish it. And if you can go anytime you want. So and he's open till 9. So if you wanted to, you could let Drell finish his book, and Cal could also spend his time with his students if he wants to.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I will mark that down. So this is the
If
so
it's not
maybe-
pressing, I would like to do that.
Yeah, of course.
It seems like it's been
It's
where it's
waited
been
1,000 years in the Cave of Wonders. What's one?
Right, exactly.
We have no boondiggle. Do we want one more? We need range. Or do we want one more from range?
Aurelius, you also
Just
received
ask somebody for a hand.
El-Hess delivers a message from you that came from a messenger, like a hired messenger.
Yeah.
And it comes later on the 27th, which we're just finishing up that day, but I just forgot. I just noticed that I have this there. And it basically says, I am with Jalila now, and it's signed Y. Just a Y.
Uranev has arrived.
And it's the message is addressed to both you and Drell. Drell first is on the assigned to Drell.
Sure, that better be.
That's right.
Can you let us know about this, or is this just something you guys know? I want to make sure.
I don't know. I will tell you. It goes. It is good. Uranev watches over Yulila.
All right.
Wells we are.
Speaking of that, Cal, are you with us, Cal?
I am.
Okay. Well, the next day, so we're on the now we're on the last day of the month. We're on the 28th, another splendid day in Khassan. We are on the 28th of block time. And so we've got Cal doing his thing and Drell doing his thing. And while you're training with your students, word starts to spread. They seem distracted at one point because word comes. Like I put in your document, one of your documents, Greg, that has the actual breakdown of both the Lupine gang and your reiterates your the army that you're putting, the monks you're putting together. So and there are some carryovers there's a few people that are actually part of the gang that are actually students of yours, and those ones seem to be the where the whispering is stemming from and the disturbance. And you quickly surmise from your students that these bear folk have arrived amongst the Lupine gang, and there seems to be some tension between these bears and your current.
Perfect. I was looking for those.
So you can address it if you want to try to get involved, or you can let Fareed handle it.
Well, I'll let them know. I'll say that the time is coming when, we need all the allies we can get.
Yeah. Well, you'd already informed them they were coming. It's just that there's bad blood between bears, and they're not even wares. So this is just a weird carryover thing.
Bears.
Yeah. So do you want to get involved and lend your I don't know how
I will lend my charm and persuasion to
all right, so throw me a persuasion roll with advantage because these are your people.
Yeah.
The bears are pretty the problem is they just like to drink and hang out when they're not fighting. So and they're pretty casual. And I
let them know that the bears.
So 16, you ended up with 16. So you can help settle whatever rift was forming between them. And you kind of teach Fareed if you basically just hang out and drink with them, they're quite valuable allies.
Yeah.
And you guys discuss, and you help him realize that they can't just be running around the street because they'll draw attention from the Sultan. But if and this conversation is with you and the chief. I think it's Oleg, but I always forget the chief's name. Let me look it up real quick. Your name, Chieftain Oleg. Yeah. So Oleg, you have this conversation with Oleg and Fareed, and there's like an arm wrestling contest and some drinking contests, which you don't have to partake in, but just the two of them to find common ground, which with your added diplomacy / persuasion involved, you help both sides come to some sort of understanding. And so for now, they are getting along.
Yay.
So with that being said, then you return normally around dinner time, and Drell, you have completed your book. So do you understand how that works? So basically, you
Level
add
up.
2 to your current strength.
Yep.
What? So you add 2 to your current strength. But what's really cool about this is your cap is now. So normally a maximum for a player is 20.
Correct.
Your maximum is now 22.
Yee-hoo.
So you can push beyond your max. So what were you at? Like a
19.
Now you are at 21. So you will get the additional bonus, but you can, when you reach 12th level, or unless you get some other magic thing, you can actually raise it to a 22 if you so desire.
Nice.
So that'll give you an extra +1 to hit and +1 damage and +1 strength saves and all that goodness.
Yeah.
Were you going to say something, Greg? I'm sorry.
Who, me? No.
Okay. All right.
How do I do that, John?
Okay, if you can literally go on your sheet and manually change the number in the bubble of your strength.
So
Just by clicking on it?
Yeah,
Just click on it. A cursor will come up. Just type in 21, hit enter, and it should update everything that's affected by strength on your sheet.
Woo!
So all your pluses to hit should go up by 1 that are done with strength, with hand to hand, and damage should all go up by +1. And all your athletics will go up. All that stuff should be affected.
Yeah.
Like what Drone say, you're welcome.
And then you're like, this book is great. And you're like, now when he comes, you should read this book. And all the pages are now blank. So this book is now
I do that.
Of toilet paper.
Actually, I don't do that. I leave it on his bedroll and I say, I left you the book.
Now they soft pages because we can use it for other reasons.
Yeah, it's very good. It's vellum, so it's really good for wiping your ass. So just put it in the bathroom, in the outhouse. All right. So that evening goes on, and that was the day. I'm sorry, of the 28th. So one of the things that happens during the day prior to everybody getting together is Azrael, you get a ping from Indrizzle with a message saying, "We have located the celestial signet. Please come down and we can discuss. Like us to find it."
Oh, interesting. I will go down.
All right.
I'll go with you.
And discuss.
Well, you all
We're
are
all going to go down together.
Well, we're all going anyway, so I can hold it off, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So you all go to Indrizzle's. I'll slide you over to the map.
What day is this? The 28th or 29th, John?
This is the 28th. There is no 29th. Every month just says 28 days, and then there's a couple of tests in between. So this is the 28th of flock time. Everybody's been pinged. So you are at Indrizzle's Arcane Iniquities, and we'll move Nam out of there. He's not there.
Get out of there, Nam.
I'll delete him.
Is it Arcane Antiquities or Arcane Iniquities?
Antiquities.
I think it's actually Antiquities, but I pronounce it wrong all the time. It's Arcane.
Okay, I just want to make sure because Iniquities means bad things, and I just don't want to know, find out later that we've been, set up.
Are you shaming Indrizzle? Are you shaming Indrizzle for his accent?
No, I'm wondering if Indrizzle is in fact, Tiamat or something.
A succubus?
A succubus, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's Antiquities. John, have screwed it up. All right.
That's okay.
So you guys show up at Indrizzle's Antiquities. And he seems very happy to see you. He usually closes around 9, but around 8, but he does stay open. And you guys, this is after dinner, so it's only around 7-ish. Or you could have dinner even a little early. So anyway, you're there, he's there, and he's ready. Like, oh, excellent! You're all here. This is very, very perfect. So as Azrael, priest of Sahanin, so honored to see you again. So I have located this item that you are looking for him. I have found, my brother and I have found the signet of the celestial. Also, just so you can, this I will share this with. So this he makes minor illusions when he shows you things. So this has been shared to the players again. But this was this is the storm of scimitars. The storm scimitar, or the scimitar of storms, that he made the minor illusion for. So it is made of a blue steel with gold trimmings on it, and has a glowing blue gem in the base of the hilt, and it always has like lightning kind of crackling around it. Just this energy that kind of makes your hair stand on ends, according to the descriptions. So that was that one from yesterday, and this is the. So this to the player. So this is the signet ring of the celestial. It has angels engraved with the wings kind of popping out in 3D fashion on both sides. It has in the middle of it. It actually has this kind of looks like a fleur de lis, but it's really a symbol like just a generic rune symbol that indicates radiant energy. And then there are little gemstones in each of the angels. They're both kind of like wearing these crowns. So there's little gems on either side. And it's made of appears to be platinum with some gold highlights. According to the illusion he made. It's just an illusion, so you don't know if the actual thing looks like that. But so far he has not led you astray. And he says, this is a very, very wonderful item. And for this, just so you're aware of what you would be getting if you choose to get the information on its location. So this is a gold, but it's a very platinum ring with gold highlights on it around a piece of what is called carnelian. It looks like platinum, but it's actually carnelian, which is engraved with a symbol of, as I mentioned, of the celestial rune. While wearing this ring, you have advantage on saving throws against enchantment spells and effects. You can use an action to touch the ring to a creature requiring a melee attack roll unless the creature is willing or incapacitated, and magically brand it with the ring. So you brand it with the celestial symbol. When a branded creature harms you, it takes 2d6 psychic damage and must succeed on a DC 15 wisdom saving throw or be stunned until the end of its next turn. On a success, a creature is immune to this property of the ring for the next 24 hours, but the brand remains until removed. You can remove the brand as an action or use the remove curse spell. The remove curse spell also removes the brand. Once you brand this creature, you can't brand another until the next dawn. If you are also attuned,
and drizzle, come out of it, drizzle.
He's like studying his book, his glasses on. If you're also attuned to or wearing the Justicar mask or the Celestial mask, which you are wearing, you can cast the locate creature to detect the branded creature at will from the ring. There is another item that if you are also attuned to the rod of the Celestial, the psychic damage from the brand is increased to 3d6 and DC is increased to 16. So he tells you all that stuff. He tells you the cost or non-mechanic way, but that's so you as the player knows what's going on. Yeah. And he says, so very good. So will we be going out this evening, gentlemen, for one of these items? It seems to have a choice.
How much is a signet ring? Was Az's question.
I don't have the money for that. Probably that's why.
I got so excited.
That's gone to the
future travels. Yes, the ring will cost you. Let me check my ledger here. It's the ledger.
No, my item is coming in.
Here we go for a good friend as well. The signet ring of Celestial will be 4,500 gold pieces for the location.
Yeah, I'm a bit short of that. Do you want to do yours first, Aurelius?
Well, I got the cash on me. I'm gonna open my bag of holding, pull out my from the bag of holding, pull out my rock gnome coffer, and empty some coins onto it. Quite like 14,000 gold worth of coins, mostly in platinum. Yeah, then say,
yeah.
All right, I guess we're going for the sword then.
Oh, very good. You could not turn down this powerful item. Very, very cool. I understand completely. It has a draw to you. If I was a wielder of a scimitar, I might be fighting you for it. No, I wouldn't. All right. Let us see. Now I will going to mark this on your map for you. Just so you know where you're going. But I imagine you want to be teleporting yourself there.
Correct.
All right, so that will be 70 gold for each. 75 gold each. Let me double check my.
Last time. Well, those are the potions. I forget.
No, I think it's 75 gold. I can't remember.
Plus, we might get some money on this to help you pay for it. With any luck, they actually have a few coins but next to this.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yes, it would be 75 gold pieces to teleport there, and then it would be 75 gold pieces for the scroll to teleport yourself back, unless you would like to take a casual walk from the other side of the continent to this one.
75 I can do.
So it's
Was everybody
150,
purchasing
right?
2 scrolls?
Well, it's 75 times 4, right?
Well, it's actually 150 times 4 if you want to come back.
Right, 150. Right, so it's
Is everybody purchasing their own scroll?
I would assume.
yeah.
Cal, if you don't want to, then you could hang out for a while and come back when we're done with this. They could all die there too without you, so that might be good too.
Might be beneficial.
Come to the Namfoodle Cal show.
And ideally, you'll make more than 150 gold on the trip. So
All right.
Yes, by all means, explain rate of never mind.
rate of return on investment.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to purchase? I haven't been able to make any much better healing potions since your friend here came by and bought the other one I had. But I do have regular here. I have 7. Actually, let me check. I might have another. Sorry, I only have I have 7 regular healing potions if there is an interest. There is
How much does that cost?
100 each.
50 gold each.
50 gold each. I'll take 4 of them.
Okay, you will buy the 4, then I will have.
One.
I will have
So
the
I'm spending 200, 45, 57 for 4 regular healing potions. And I still have 1 greater healing potion left.
All right.
I'm gonna buy 1 if that's okay.
Oh, you just bought one? All right.
Yeah, sorry, I was just waiting for you to figure it out. So I'm just gonna drop 50. You're back.
All right, you guys ready for this? Bam, 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 bam. You guys ready for this?
Just for player's sake, I'm going to say just keep continuity if Russ shows up so he can actually play, that you leave a message for Namfoodle where you're going.
Yes, and if you want to say cut 100, go 150 gold.
Yeah,
up,
he can teleport in and try to catch up to you guys. We'll see how that goes.
If Nam shows up, forward him to us.
That could be an adventure in itself.
Nam's gonna show up in the last round of the battle and just collect treasure.
Well, just give him whatever percent you think he earned. here's the 75 gold for teleporting here. We're not even giving you enough to
Well, we
teleport.
played 10 rounds and he came for 2, so he gets.
Yeah, right. All right. So real quickly before you, I will do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move you guys to the overall map to show you and then give you the description again.
Now that I paid, you can tell me where it is. Oh my god,
Right.
miles northwest of the city. And the only reason I paid is because you told me. I didn't want to.
You've won a round trip to beautiful.
All right. It could have just moved. But all right. So if you go, so you guys should be on the map now. If you go head west, Joseph, on the map,
yeah,
there's a kingdom called Hazar Kalab. So you got to keep going west. And where I'm pinging, you see the ping?
Yeah.
All right. That there's a little symbol there. So that so that little if you zoom in, there's a little symbol that is the actual marked on the map.
I don't really see the symbol.
Oh wait, maybe it's not on the map yet because I got to add it. Hang on, I got it.
Oh.
Move your.
I see what you pinged, but I not see your symbol.
Move your arrow so I can click on it.
He's not so precise with his dropping.
What's that?
He's not so precise with
He
this
is
dropping.
within 20 miles. There we go.
He's going to drop you at the doorstep of the pyramid.
Oh, okay.
He's just showing what he does is he shows you where it is in case you don't want to spend the money, and now you know where it is, the location, and where you're going in the world. So that little symbol is the rune symbol of, and so where he is sending you is.
Let's go.
Let's go.
He is sending you to
Our death.
Kadoma is the name of the scimitar, and it can be found in the pyramid of Ra Sabek Nefru, which is he's a sorcerer. He lets you know, a now long dead sorcerer, which is located in the kingdom of
So
Hazan,
they say.
50 miles southwest of the ruins, southwest of the ruins of the capital city. Wait, that's not right. It's a ruin that's southwest of the city. Will be marked, and he marks it on the map for you. So the city is actually not ruined. It is ruins that are 50 southwest. I think my sentence was incorrect. All right. So you guys all get in the teleportation circle. You use your scrolls. So you reach down your one scroll, and you teleport.
All right. Let's
Now,
do it.
when you first appear on this, you just may be on a very
Now,
black.
If I get the sword, it means 3 out of 5 of us can fly. If just for one round.
Or maybe you're not on a very black map.
I see a guy. I'm not in a very black map, but I see some guy in front of us.
That guy's not there.
Okay. Apparently, he is. I can see him. He's right in front of me. And Nam's here.
That's the dead corpse of a of what looks like some sort of fancy mummy, but they're dead.
Looks like he's casting.
He's dead. All right.
Aren't all mummies dead?
So let me just get rid of Namfoodle. He's not.
All right. Seeing we're here, can I cast a few spells before we go?
This is where you appear. So you appear outside of this doorway. And so what you can see is in the door, you can just see the entryway into the map. So you have all the time to do whatever you'd like. It is daytime out, so you can see the sun is all about you. You are once again in a desert setting. So this kingdom is very loosely based on our ancient Egyptian culture, so that that exists within our world today. So very loosely based on it. So this is just a standard looking pyramid that you might find either back then or in Assassin's Creed Origins. So there you go, reference. And so this is the opening. It's made of these heavy blocks that have been stacked up on top of each other to form the pyramid shape. It's not a massive pyramid, as you can see. But there's a 10-foot opening ahead of you with 2 huge columns at the forefront. It kind of sticks out with a little entryway. Columns on either side. And once have cast all the spells you want to cast to get ready.
I pull my staff. I cast the spell of False Life. And, I say, "Are we ready?"
Nothing else to cast.
I'm going to bring Fee in with me just in case.
All right, you want to pop Fee out then?
Pop Fee out. I'm going to use another charge from the staff.
You should still be able to drag her on this template.
Yeah, I can drag her out. Yeah.
All right, here we go. So this is here. I'll throw up a nice little handout. This is the actual pyramid you're standing in front of, the pyramid of Sebek Nefru. So ancient pyramid with a little 10-foot opening there that you're in front of. And the sand is whipping about you, but you guys are so used to the desert because of hanging out in Khassan that this desert is slightly different, but doesn't seem to affect you too much. Let me know when you're. We can go.
Just 2 rounds to get everything up and running.
Yeah, we'll just go in the.
Are we sneaking?
Oh yeah, let's pop into round. Look, why doesn't everybody go ahead and roll? Let me put up an initiative chart. We'll roll initiative just to, and do an as Joe said, it's probably a good idea. We'll just do rounds just to make things keep moving and smoothly, and we can keep track of stealth if you want to. The spells you cast are long term, right, Joe? So we don't
1 hour. Well, they're both 1 hour.
Yeah, hours not a big issue. All right, so everybody click on their token and roll your initiative.
And I'm going to see him here. I'm also going to bring Poncho in because that's pretty good with that.
Yeah, bring on Poncho in.
So it looks like it didn't give me advantage on initiative. So you mind if I roll again just to see if I can get better than that? Yeah, I always have advantage on initiative.
It didn't put me in the tracker. I'm going to roll that again, the initiative, and then go in there with my 19.18.
Okay.
So that's not as good. So I'll stick with what I got.
All right. So is the 16 correct?
Yep.
All right. Is everybody's number correct?
It is now.
Oh.
And you want to roll? Actually, I can pull up Poncho too.
Put Poncho, roll a niche for him, and throw him in the.
And there's a little niche thing here. Doink. And he should be in there. I hope. Did he get in there?
He did not pop up. I can add him real quick.
Here, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna roll the initiative again.
I can just add.
Okay, you can use that. Okay.
All right.
You can put him in the original one, the 4.3.
Yeah, I'll put him in the 4.3.
You get in there, good. Yeah. I can change it if you want.
Okay. He's already good. So put him where you want. You should be able to move him around. And then just let me. So first is Aurelius, but you can. I mean, we're in a niche, but Aurelius, if you want to hold, because you're in the back of the line, it's fine. And then just come back to your turn. Just keep track. So Aurelius goes, then Cal.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna tell Fee to circle out to the left.
And one more thing: are we sneaking?
I am.
Yes.
So I shall call up the sands of the desert.
I am also sneaking.
All right. So you, Drell reaches down, places a hand on the sands, and just like the sands of Khassan and even the snow world, apparently, he draws forth the sands until they raise up, start spinning around you, forming a cloud that helps obscure anyone that's within 30 feet of him and gives them +10 to their stealth.
Ooh.
So we'll do the 3 rounds of stealth, being kept track by our stealth manager, Az. And so if you just
I'm gonna roll
stealth roll. Everybody roll your stealth checks. Since you guys are planning on moving sneakily, don't forget Fee and your bird. And if assuming you want to move stealthily, and then just throw the whatever you ended up with. Yeah, that's pretty good for you, Az. 15.
I know, 25. I usually am like sub 10.
Yeah, with your
Drell switch. That's what happened.
16. So he's got 16 for Drell. Yeah. Apparently, he's not as comfortable with the sands of Hazak Kalab as he is with the sands of Khassan. So.
It's foreign sand. It's itchy and it gets into everything.
All right, that's my move right there.
The sand seems the same, but to you, it's different.
Yeah.
So make sure you add your 10 and put it in your red bubbles there. Everybody, come on, Cal. Where's your roll? Let's get this done.
I was stealth roll. I already did it. I'm at 31.
All right. So did you put it in your thing?
I use that for something else, but yeah, okay.
Well, right now it's 0, so you're on the ground according to it.
There we go. I keep track of my height somewhere else.
Okay.
On my sheet, so
I just need to know what it is because otherwise I'm going to assume you're only 5 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
These things are only the opening is like 12 to 15 feet tall in different areas. They're not super high. But so you could be a little higher off the ground if you want to. Joe, do you got all of your minions stealthed out or no?
Oh, you know what? I didn't. Here, let me do that real quick. So yeah, go ahead and I'm it's mirthful for my thing, so I'm gonna take that out there, put stealth in. So B is gonna roll.
And then are you done? Let me know when you're done with your turn.
Okay, she's gonna go 7, so let's put her at 17. And then my familiar is gonna go, and everybody's move where they're moving. I'm just doing their stealth right now, and stealth +1 is 31. Okay, and that is it for right now. And Dex is +3, so she's actually okay. Good. So and stealth is in there right now at 20. So Fee and I are at the same stealth. Okay, we're done.
All right.
So I will.
You're done with your turn. So then it's Cal's turn.
I'll put my hand on Drell's shoulder as I quietly walk by and give him the old. And then I will sneak my way up to the entrance to see what I can see. Being as sneaky as a dog as I can be. And I'm checking for any sort of traps or anything like that. Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, make me a perception check.
Perception. So you notice anything out of the ordinary that looks like it might be a trap.
You notice an arrow sticking out of your chest. That's a trap.
It's a trap.
You don't see there's tons of sand all over the floor here, like it either blew in or whatever. But and then underneath the sand are these heavy stone decorative tiles. And so you can brush as you're kind of looking. The one you're standing on it's not gonna look like a trap per se, but it looks unstable. Like it kind of wobbles. You notice with that roll?
Yeah. I'm going to use my staff to probe as I walk in a little further. So I'll kind of push on the tiles as I walk in.
All right. If you're moving forward, let me know.
So I'm going to move 5 and check.
All right. So that interestingly, now that you've got the feel, when you step on this one, it feels much more stable under the sand. All right. So are you on where you poke at it? Let's say you're poking at it with your staff because you're flying.
So I'm poking in the one that's in front of me. Basically.
Yeah. So when you poke on, are you poking on the one you're above or the one in front of you?
The one that's, I guess, above me.
Okay. So the one you're flying, hovering above, that you're actually in seems stable, but the one in front of you seems a little unstable, like wobbles a little bit, like it's not like
the one I'm pinging right here.
Not completely packed and compacted.
That one right there.
Yes, the one directly in front of you.
Okay.
So we're going to call the top of the map north because it is.
Okay.
And the bottom of the map south because it is. And then the rest
I move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll continue. I guess I'm half movement probably at this point now that I'm poking.
You're also moving.
Well, I'm stealthy, so I'm moving out. So that's as far as I can go.
Anyway,
that's as far as I'm going. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Drell, it is your turn, sir.
It is my turn.
And I'm going to motion to everyone that this one might be loose.
I'm going to run up to Cal and slap him on the back. No, just kidding. So
run to the
I'll
top.
move so you step on that tile.
Which one are you gesturing to?
This is the one that's a little wobbly.
So the one behind you and in front of you are wobbly.
Yeah, okay.
4.
Do you have permission to minesweeper the tiles or no?
So can you move? Can you do me a favor, Drell, and just move one square at a time so I can see your path?
Yeah, I just walked straight 4.
Are you?
I went 1, 2.
Who's moving me?
3.
I was moving them because I can't. I don't know what happened to them.
And then to where I am now.
So you went due north 4.
Yep.
Barbarian to north 4.
That's right. Checkmate. Damn it. Uh-oh. That's not good.
What'd you do?
What just happened?
The whole map just turned black. I assume I fell into a pit.
Oh, no.
I blame the DM for my night vision going away. My dog was down.
I can still see the map, so either I'm just not up to date yet.
I know what happened. So you went away too?
I got nothing but blackness.
I got a black screen.
Yeah, I got black. I got black too. I'm all.
I
black.
lost my vision because I can see Fee and I can see.
I think I noticed. I was trying to. Yeah,
but I can't see
there,
me.
Oh, there you go. Now we're
I'm
back.
like Charlene. I can't see me.
Can't seem to find. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I'm good. Why is this a problem? All right, I figured out what I did. For some reason, Drell disappeared on me. So I was trying to find him, and I ended up putting him on the map layer. So he should be back now.
Yes, I am.
So everybody should be back. Let me do something.
I'm not back.
Aurelius is yet. He's not in the turn order.
Who's not?
I'm not in the turn order, nor am I on the map.
Oh, bad news, Aurelius.
He died already.
Roll another character. You can do it the rest of the night.
You can't make an omelet without breaking a few Aureliuses.
He always hated that cloak of displacement. Now it's gone. So is the guy wearing it.
I'll take that.
Yes, Kitty? Yes.
This is annoying. All right, here we go.
I feel like we're in the thing. Technical difficulties. Beep.
I know. Technology, just like the way I started my day, technology is great until it's not. All right, keep it back now.
Sure, there we are.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So now I can see. All right. So you walk forward there. You are fine, sir. Drell, are you done with your turn?
No, that was my regular move. And I am going to. I'm going to keep going forward.
Okay.
So here.
All right. You're fine there.
And this one here is the one that Cal was.
Yeah, he said that was loose.
I was loose.
His little dog, he's pointing at his tail, sticking straight back. He's like, boing.
So
Look,
I would
your call, buddy.
never do this with my axe. So I'm gonna use a javelin and poke at this one.
All right. Give me a perception check. Do it with advantage because Cal has pointed out that there's issues
That's right.
with performing.
You know there's traps around someplace.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was feeling. Ugh, 14.
That feels solid to you,
Well, then I move forward
right?
and I tap on the next one.
All right. We're just gonna keep the same roll. That feels solid as well.
All right, and then I move here, and I guess I would assume I'm moving at half speed.
You have to move it. Yeah. Well, you're also tapping, so yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So probably quarter speed.
Yeah, so that's as far as
Right,
I
so you're done with
go
the movement?
because I
All
could have
right,
gone
Are you done, sir?
there. Actually, I couldn't have gone that far. I'm right here.
Okay.
But I know this one tapped solid to me.
All right, Azrael.
So I'm thumbs up in this one.
All right. Let's see. That's going to be 5, 10, 15. That's half movement. 20, 25, 30 gets me to here. I am done. That's all I'm going to do. I'll let the people who are better at seeing things like that see the things like that.
All right. All right. It is. Go ahead and move your poncho while I.
He flies up and lands on my shoulder, so he's gonna move with when I move. Like, very quietly. Owls are quiet. 31 stealth. Even quiet. Nobody noticed him landing my shoulder. Even it's that quiet.
All right. What happens now as we reach? This is actually a reaction going on, so you can't stop what happens, but you cannot be surprised if you're not surprised. So, what is actually going to happen here is we'll go to.
Oh no. Look, we go, Drell. What'd you do?
All right.
Oh,
Or
not
kind of
another
whipping off-
pit thing.
Is that an orifice?
Those are.
Wow, that is quite the orifice, John, you found.
We must now go through the orifice.
It looks just like an orifice. Oh, that's an orifice.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
A nasty spider was coming out of. Oh my goodness.
All right. Bursting out of these trap doors are these sand spiders, and they look
The
something.
flip flop and the bug spray.
So they look like this shooting out of their tunnels.
flip flop and
They're,
the bugs. spray.
large,
Oh,
That I
Jesus.
did in college.
with spiders. Very, their colors are very sandy. They have like reddish brown fur, kind of like tarantula fur. But when a sand spider attacks, its two spectacle tan legs erupt from the sand, plunging forward with murderous speed, followed by a spider the size of a horse. The attack is often in broad daylight is night. Which you wouldn't know that last part, but it's
Bigger
cool.
camel spiders.
Read my scroll and go home.
All right, so this is a reaction for both of them. The question is, though, Drell, you so normally you can do your bonus on your turn to not be surprised.
Yeah.
It's your turn, you can't activate that, so you are unfortunately going to be surprised for this attack. When it comes to your turn, you could be unsurprised. So, which just gives him an advantage on his attacks. So he fires 2 impaling legs at you.
Oh no!
So wait, is this something that I can see?
Well, it comes bursting out of the sand, and he attacks you with 2 impaling legs. So yes, you can see him.
So okay. So
There's not
unless
a
there's a dexterity save,
Not a
that
dex
doesn't
save,
matter.
no, it's just it's the attacks. And they have like 10 feet reach, so they're like bursting out of the sand, shooting at you. They don't seem to be interested in or have noticed Cal, possibly because he was not walking on the sand. And so he strikes out at you. You being a Drell first, we'll start with him.
So if I am surprised at the beginning of combat,
you double crits.
Wow. I got
and
another
aren't
double 20.
incapacitated, I can act normally.
So you can act normally on your turn, right? If you rage.
If I am surprised, if I am surprised at the beginning of combat and I'm not incapacitated, I can act normally on my turn.
Right. It's not your turn yet because this is a reaction.
Okay.
So normally the way surprise would work is they would go during their turn, so you would get to go first if you were higher in the initiative.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But this is a special reaction of theirs when you walk on their trap door.
Gotcha.
So this guy crits you with his first impaling leg.
Ow. I don't like that name. That seems very presumptuous.
11 piercing damage. You are not currently raging, so you take the full damage.
Yep.
Impaling leg from below.
I'm going to roll. So he gets his second attack before we do this next part of the adventure. So he attacks again with advantage with a second leg. Can you get another double crit? That'd be fantastic. No, but he does get a 27, which should hit you.
A 19? Damn.
So you are going to take a whopping 6 minimum piercing damage. But now, so he tries to drag you down into the tunnel with him as part of this reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Creature, then the sand spider and the target engage in a strength contest. So this is a straight up strength roll for you. Unfortunately, you would have advantage if you're raging, but you're not quite yet. So just roll a just click on your strength ability and roll it, which is now stronger. So that's cool.
My strength.
I will roll for the spider, and whoever gets best wins. I get really.
How about a 31?
This guy is not. You are the immovable object as it tries to pull you down. So that's its reaction. I'm going to throw them on the turn chart. They are on a 10. So you guys, when we get to that actual part, but let me just throw them on the turn chart. Add them to 10, and read descending order this bad boy. And then it is now that this one to the south does the same thing as Azrael. It also popped out of a hole, and so it attacks Azrael twice with its impaling legs with advantage. You are technically surprised because you don't have any.
I am surprised because
25 to take your armor.
What?
Liking these tonight.
Yeah, they're rolling well. You can change your
Damage
die
dice are not helping me though. So that's 7 piercing damage, and they strikes out with second impaling leg.
Come on, dice. Go badly. All right, that's 1.
And a 23 gets you. Come on, damage dice.
Good.
Catch up to the attack dice. Oh, it's so close to a 12. 13 piercing damage. Punches you. Now I need a strength test from you, Azrael.
That is not what I do better. Strength, you says, not athletics.
Come on.
Oh boy.
Ooh, 24. Spider. Azrael. Azrael, you have lost.
Should have got your mask first.
Somebody is in the pit.
You are grappled, and the spider drags you 30 feet into its lair.
Ooh, 30 feet.
That's a long way to go.
Boy.
Yikes.
All right.
I know what my nightmares will be about.
Is this an open tunnel like we can go in it behind it?
Well, you can jump down after him.
Ooh, right into the orifice. I'm going to the orifice for Azrael. I'll be back.
Give me a second. I'm setting up the coolness of
And I get no strike
wanna
on
go
this thing
down the
before it
anus.
disappears, huh?
Well, you
What's
got
that?
So I get no strike on this thing before
This
it
is
disappears.
all
huh?
part of a reaction.
It's reactionary.
This isn't a normal surprise phase. It's all a reaction that's happening. So
Yeah.
even though you're not surprised, you don't get to go yet. It's happening in between turns. So it's just the mechanic of the monster, my friend.
I'm going to show you how mechanical monsters.
All right.
Damn you, Cobalt Press.
It is Cobalt Press. So thank you, Cobalt Press.
That's Tasha's for
I
DMs.
would know. Why
That's
use
Tasha's
against
for
you guys all
DMs.
the
All I
time?
got to
It's-
say.
Well, hey, when you have your 50 years experience you guys brag about, you need to use those types of monsters, okay?
Devin, don't let them lie. They did not come out of the womb playing D&D. And they
No,
didn't
I know,
play
but
at
when
the
I have
age
to
of 1,
DM
2, or
them.
3 either.
They were wearing
When I have to
diapers,
DM
however.
them,
They
it
were
feels like
wearing
that.
diapers,
I didn't
however,
start playing till third
at
grade.
age
They're,
14.
they're still wearing diapers. That doesn't count.
All right.
At
Do
age-
you see
at age
where you are
14.
now, Azrael? Devin, do you see where you are? Where'd you go? Are you crying somewhere?
Blowing my freaking nose, man. Just trying to get it off screen.
Now that's
I see
parenting.
dark. I see
You have to
lots
lift
of
your
dark.
mask up to do that?
Scroll down on the map.
I can see it. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Oh, there's still buttholes here as well.
Well, those are the buttholes from above.
I know.
So you just got pulled down. All right. So that is there. So now we're at the top of the turn, and now everybody can who's not surprised, which is not you, Aurelius, so we'll skip you. Cal, you are not surprised. You can do as you would want to do.
That was surprising.
Go Cal!
Aurelius is totally surprised at these dirt orifices, we're calling them. Which are
Azrael's so surprised he's going to take a whole round, just sit there in the lair and do nothing.
So my first move. Oh, sorry, I'm drawing stuff
You were
here.
too busy. Your bird just landed on your shoulder. You were feeding it a cracker, rubbing its beak, and then you're like,
My
"What?"
first move is I will jump over this guy here. I'll do my flip, my ninja flip. Like Luke Skywalker.
Well, yeah. Currently, you could probably go over him because he's still halfway down the hole because the ceiling's only 15 feet and he's really big. But you can fit over him. Well,
Okay.
it'd be like a 5 foot. You're fine, and you didn't leave his threat range. Who's drawing all over my map? They lose.
That would be
That's
great.
sorry, that was me. I was marking X's on the ones that I had, and then I accidentally.
It was trying to work
marked
the tile, so we didn't have to keep asking,
I just
hey,
want
which
to hit
tile
points,
is the one that we don't have?
Just trying to be good.
It was
Um,
minesweeping, because honestly, otherwise we wouldn't know which tiles go from bad, they already said.
There you go.
So
I got
ask
rid of
them
that
20
one.
times.
All right, and then I will whack this guy with the stick.
All right, here we go.
Hit him with the stick. With advantage.
All right, you do have advantage. Yep.
Of course.
It's a hit.
That's why I did the flip.
Well, he might have been in, if he was grappled, he wouldn't have had the advantage because he
I
would have been.
got a 30 or a 26. So
30 is actually going to hit, believe it or not.
No, I hope so.
That's the good news.
Yeah. And then
You
we'll take a
do-
second.
Crack into him. It doesn't look like he has any resistance or anything to your attack. You slap into the back of his thorax. You hear a slight cracking, satisfying cracking noise as some ichor oozes out of the back of him.
And then we'll follow up with the other, swinging the other direction.
You think one or two of his 8 eyes glared at you.
24.
24 is going to hit, so he takes a total of 25 from those 2 strikes. He is not bloodied yet, but he is not happy with your presence.
Okay. Let's see. I am going to.
Hit him again, Patty.
Yeah. I'm going to use a key point here, and I'm going to hit him with the flurry of blows.
So you get 2
Ooh.
attacks.
Yeah.
Off unarmed attacks.
Yes.
So the
Give him
first
a karate
unarmed
kick to the head for another 10. Kick
breaking
him
one
in
of
the
his
eyes with another
legs
10,
again?
and he must make a. Let's see. He must make a dexterity save, or he is knocked prone.
dexterity save or knocked prone. Got it.
8-legged monster knocked prone. That'd be impressive.
Now you've got a very good leg sweep. Sweep the leg. Sweep the leg,
Sweep
Johnny.
the legs.
He is knocked prone.
And I got one more unarmed
Unfortunately,
attack.
it means he falls down the hole and you won't get your last swing on him.
What?
God damn it. I don't need another
I
one of these
can't kick
guys.
him. Come on, I'm quick enough. I can kick him as he's going down.
You technically would get an attack of opportunity, so I'll just give you that. You'll get your swing. I'll take it. But
you should say that for your last strike.
He does.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter whether he's, I guess the only way it makes an effect is if I get advantage on it or not on the second to last one. But yeah, okay.
You get it. You're
So
fine.
I whack him again for another 6.
Yeah, so you got him total for a total of 16 between the two unarmed strikes.
Yeah.
And he is prone down at the bottom.
Now, was that an attack of opportunity? Do I get it too?
Yeah.
You're not surprised.
You are still currently surprised to your turn. Well, you're not technically surprised on your turn, but
I'm very confused.
It is confusing because the way surprise work is once you get to your turn, you can unsurprise because you have a weird mechanic with your rage.
Yeah,
it's not like the normal. Like Cal's is he's never surprised. Period. Go ahead, take an attack at it.
Well, no, I mean,
attack with disadvantage because it's weird, but I think you're going to hit him anyway, so don't feel bad.
Okay.
Attack with disadvantage. Wow.
Attack with
disadvantage. How's that feel, Drell? Disadvantage. Never seen that.
Very confusing.
You can either look. Here's the deal. You can either attack with disadvantage, or you can fall down with them because you're in the 10-foot opening on the edge.
Yeah,
and you can land on top of them and attack normally.
I just run down the hole and attack them normally when you're done.
I would rather do that. I'm just trying to.
You still haven't raged yet either because it hasn't been your turn on the thing yet. So. This is all happening before your actual turn.
Yeah, gotcha.
So
okay.
Think of it as you're not surprised, but you haven't come to your part of your turn yet.
Right. All right. Never mind.
With your mechanic is you unsurprise when it gets to your part of your turn. So it's just
gotcha. So it's good, but not as good as never being surprised.
Right. So it's not as good as spending a feat on it to be never.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Right.
Wouldn't it be great if the sword was just in one of the bottom of these holes and we could leave?
So basically, what happens with a surprise round is when it gets to your turn, you get skipped. Normally, if you're surprised, you have the opportunity.
I don't, as long as I rage.
Yeah, like I just got skipped. And
so normally in the first round, you wouldn't get it if you were surprised. You wouldn't be able to.
No, I get it.
That's why it's weird. It's just a weird mechanic, and it's probably even weirder for you because you're still coming off of anesthesia.
So I get to go again since I wasn't surprised.
No, you get nothing.
Yeah, you got to go. You got to go this round.
Your disadvantaged attack yet?
No, I'm not going to attack with disadvantage.
You're just going to let him fall?
No, I thought you said I could follow him down.
Oh, you want to jump down after him? All right.
Yeah.
I would take your disadvantage attack and then follow him down. Oh, but I guess not.
I mean, technically, I wouldn't get an attack. That's what I thought we assumed.
Who just dragged you away?
What?
I'm moving you to where you are. You just jumped in after him, right?
Yeah.
So scroll down on your map. Don't touch your miniature. Scroll down on your map.
Scroll down. There I am. Yep.
And you're on top of him, and he's prone. So now you have advantage on him because you followed him down.
Right. Is it my turn now?
This is still your attack I told you get for just following him down. So it's not even your turn. This is a free attack.
Oh, I'm so confused. But it's at a disadvantage.
I'm just making up rules and you're not being able to keep up because of the anesthetics. But just swing, just listen to what I say. I'm not screwing you over.
Okay.
Swing with advantage now, and then you will get your turn to rage. You don't have a rage yet.
Just with advantage. Oh wait. Okay. No rage. No nothing.
You don't need to recklessly. You can great weapon if you choose to.
Sure.
I'm just going to walk you through this.
I need that. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. So here we go.
It's a weird situation. So I'm just making it up as I go along. So you are going to hit easily. You would have hit with either one. See how that works? And now you can roll your.
I did the Great Weapon Master, and it didn't count. But I mean, it didn't count it. But a 21 would still hit.
It looks like it's plus 10 on the. So roll the damage to see if that's in because it looks like the plus 10 is on that. So 26. 21 would hit. Yep. So you don't have you're not divine raging. So you just did 27 damage to it.
Yeah.
It is. I think it's. Let me just double check. It might be bloody. No, it's not quite bloodied. Now it is.
I thought this is. Oh, didn't I already bloody it with 41 points of damage?
You did not already bloody it.
Okay.
Wow. So it's not bloody with 29 points of damage.
Yeah,
I mean, 49, 59. I can't do math.
Not bloody.
Okay.
But now it is your actual turn.
So now it is my turn.
And you can do everything you want. If you want to rage, you can do
I rage.
Okay.
And I divine
Second
fury.
rage. Now you have a normal turn. Now that we're past all that
Yeah.
crazy,
It's prone, so you get a free advantage on it. You don't need
And I
to.
have advantage.
you're basically standing on top of this beast.
Yeah.
Chop them up.
Azrael, you can probably see all this coolness going on.
I can see it. I'm just
It's
being
the edge of
dragged
your
away.
dark vision.
Okay,
I'm
here we
still in
go.
shock.
This looks
How dare
basically
you
they've
try to
fallen-
grapple
they've
me?
now fallen into tunnels. Think of these giant tunnels for these underground spiders that you're in.
So a
that-
20.
that is going to hit too. So go ahead and do your damage with a 20.
Okay.
And this
I'm
is
listening at the top. of the hall.
31.
the 30. It is now bloodied.
Well, that's
Like,
a
you slam your
reassuring.
back- like ichor is flying everywhere. You're just coated in ichor.
And I do it again, but this
It's
time.
down to 6 legs as another one falls to the ground as you slice it off. You have a second attack.
Oh wait, I forgot advantage. Is that going to hit? Oh, I'll roll again just to see if I
You
crit.
get a crit, you get another attack.
Yes, go ahead and do your crit fish.
No. So an 18.
18 will hit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
Uh, 25.
25.
25. It is still alive, but it is messed up.
Jeez, how much damage have we done to this thing?
A lot.
Yeah.
That's me.
These are 9th level monsters, Greg.
Yeah, Greg.
Nasty ass spider.
Greg, when your character reaches 9th level, the bugs have lots of hit points.
Okay.
And they're big.
I'm just wondering how many hit points we've done to it, because that was a lot.
You've done a lot. I can tell. You want to know how many hit points you've done to it? You
Not
have
enough.
Okay.
124 hit points to it.
Holy shit.
In one round.
So yeah, if anybody should be whining on this battle map, it's the DM and his poor mom.
No, it should be the spiders wanting in this
I
map.
would like
as
I would like
well,
it
as well, you were
put on the
surprised.
record
so
that
you don't
Drell
get to
is
go.
not whining.
It is now.
yeah.
You follow that, Azrael? You with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna go bye. I understand.
Well,
I will
you're
not
not
be
gonna
seen
go
again.
bye-bye. You're a heavily armored bastard, and they don't have advantage on you anymore. You're currently grappled.
No, I'm still.
You're
Am I
not
still survived, though?
restrained. So you're just grappled, which means wait, maybe you are restrained.
Yeah.
If you're
Also, I'm
grappled,
still-
you're
I'm
restrained.
It does
currently-
become
no.
so. You if you're still grappled at the beginning of his turn, you become restrained.
So I would still be grabbed because I couldn't make the check to get out. of
Right.
it.
So you are currently now restrained as well. So it does have advantage if it wants to keep beating on you. You're pretty much right.
I mean,
so-
they've been rolling good. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, well, they're rolling pretty well compared to my normal rolling. So the only thing I added. I thought I added it. I see it.
I'm not mad. I'm just more like I'm just gonna have to
I've
deal with
added,
the cards I have, so we can see what happens.
Drell's Rage on there. So now I've learned that if I put the ability above it, it marks off correctly when I come back around to it. So now we went through Azrael, so we're on the spider's turn. The spider, we're just going to start with the one on the top of the map so unfortunately, our people following along that actually watch the video and aren't just listening can't see the cool tunnels because Aurelius is still surprised and above ground. The rest of our poor bastards are in the tunnels fighting these spiders. So this spider is going to attack you. He's going to stand up and kind of just skitter over here.
Where did everybody go?
So, and he's going to take 3 attacks at you, and you did not attack recklessly because you already had advantage, right, Trevor?
He was prone. Doesn't he take an action to get out?
Half a
It's
movement.
half his movement.
Half his movement. Okay, I'm
You
sorry.
want me to start charging you all for an action?
No, it's okay. Sorry.
No, thank you.
The new guy.
Punish Cal. Punish Cal.
You can't claim the new guy anymore.
I'm relatively new.
All right, I got to get these attacks, and we're going to be here all night if I don't
Wait,
attack.
this is my first night
Attack.
playing D&D. What are we doing?
I'm just going to throw all these attacks on you. 'Cause even if he hits with all of them, he's not going to kill you. So I'm just throwing all of them out there. All right, so he hits with 2. He gets a 10, which you easily sidestep, a 22 and a 25. So and one of the impaling legs, the first impaling leg hits you. And he does 14 piercing, which you now get to half because you're raging.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I'm going to.
There was a statement there, just ended in the air.
Yeah, that's scary.
All right. So a couple things I screwed up with the first impaling leg, so I'm just going to add those in because nothing's really changed. So the little bonus damage I'm going to throw your way, Drell, that kind of happened ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
So before you rage, so don't get too upset.
What?
You actually, when they crit on their impaling leg, remember the double crit? They actually get an extra die on top of their extra die.
Oh,
So that's an extra D12 there of piercing. So you take 6. And then
I hate spiders.
if they hit with both of them, which he did to you, they do an extra D12 plus 5. So
Oh, it stopped at 1 and then
13. So you take an extra, unfortunately, you take an extra 19, you can't reduce.
Jesus.
Then we catch up to where we are. I apologize for all that. I'm going to blame part of this on Joseph because when I talked to him outside of the game, just to do a little behind the scenes, he told me he wasn't going to go for the scimitar. So I didn't research my monsters like I normally do. And I was told by my son he was going to go for the signet. So I'm well researched.
You know what I love?
I didn't have enough money.
You know what I love is when John takes his animus out on Craig.
Yeah. You notice that? I'm not whining.
If you're by yourself, Joe, you're not going to make it very far into the pyramid.
I blame Joe for damaging Drell all this time.
I'm catching up with the bite here. I've gotten very sidetracked here. I'm like one of those.
You're making me hit him, I swear.
The bite
making me hit him.
I just wasted a crit. I was supposed to be doing damage, and I rolled the crit by. I'm so distracted now. All right, let me do damage.
Stop hitting yourself.
So you take 14.
Good job. Way to distract him.
I did 14
damage with the bite, so you half that to 7. Then I also need a Constitution save from you.
Oh
okay.
No! Constipation save. Oh,
you fail this. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. Jeez, I am so off today.
You got plus 11 to that? Holy smokes!
A 27.
So 27 is going to pass. So you actually take half of 13. So you take 6 poison damage.
Well, if you were a dwarf, you take less.
All right. So I'm finally done with that guy. So now it's the guy on Azrael who has advantage on everything. So I'm going to, these should be auto rolling for all this stuff, but I don't think it is. So I got to do this with advantage. It's got advantage. I think these were created before I reset up the game to do what I normally do. So they're at least including, they're not even including the damage.
That's a miss. That's a hit.
All right. And then the bite with advantage. All right. So I got a 15 to hit with the first leg, which misses. A 26 hits with the second leg, and a 27 hits with the bite. So you, sir, Azrael, take as these sword-like legs, 15 piercing damage.
Oh, no.
And then I'm going to need a Constitution save on the bite.
Look, your dice are weighted, even though they're online.
He was practicing for a while with them before we got here.
All right, con save.
Hey, 16.
That's not bad. I'll take that.
And you take another 14 piercing from the bite, and then the con save you made with a what was your con 16? You make the con save, so you take half of this poison damage, which is 3d8.
Oof.
Oh God, I am already bloody.
You take half of 15, so you take 7 points of poison damage.
Ouch. So
Azrael has been dragged in this hole and beaten up. Finally, the spiders are done. It is the owl's turn, who's surprised. So now it's Aurelius's unsurprised turn.
Okay. At this point in time, I'm going to.
You saw one of your compatriots dragged into the hole without his consent, and then you saw another of your compatriots follow the creature back into the hole.
All right. I immediately draw up my scimitar and goes, crap, I've got to save everybody. They're all lost but me. And I'm going to.
Aurelius comes around the corner and say, hey, I think I saw the scimitar over this way.
5 to here. And I'm going to start. I have 35 feet more of movement. I'm going to go down the tunnel chasing after Azrael.
All right, so you're jumping
and Drell and Cal can handle themselves, I hope.
Okay. So you're jumping down the first tunnel. I'm going to move your down into the tunnel map.
And
let me move your miniature for a second.
I haven't touched them.
Don't get excited. Don't get excited. Get excited now.
Okay.
All right. So there's where you drop down.
My familiar's on my shoulder, and you're going to drag Fee down here in a minute. But okay, so this is where I end up right here.
Yep, that's the bottom right corner of the hole you were near.
So that unfortunately is
So you can see Azrael to the south being restrained and mauled by the spider. He does not look healthy. And then you see up to the north, just above you, is a very beaten spider, missing several legs. A beaten but not battered Drell. He's seen worse. Going toe to toe with this giant spider.
and I don't see Cal anywhere. All right.
Well, Cal was
You saw me
upstairs.
as you saw me as you dove down. I was on
He
the.
was
So
still
this
hovering above the.
this was how
He
far
said, I
down
believe
from
he
the
said,
top?
"I'm going to go find the scimitar."
Yeah, this is how far down from the top. How far have I moved so far? It's 5 to get there.
Well, dropping down, you dropped down. It was actually a 15-foot drop. So, but I haven't been doing damage for it.
20, that's 20 feet. Okay, so I'm
But you don't have to worry about the measure because you actually physically dropped down there. So.
okay. So I can make it here. So I'm going to come down here, and I am going to first hit this guy with a booming blade to keep him from moving.
Okay. You don't have any advantage or anything. So straight up.
I do not have advantage on this guy. But I don't have to worry. Actually, I don't know what's stopping down. Can I move around him then?
Well, it cost whatever movement you'd moved when you moved up to the hole, and then whatever. So
Did it cost movement to move down the 15 feet?
no,
Okay, so that's going to be 20. So that's
you still won't. You won't. He's not. You won't get a flanking from Azrael. Just so you know.
25, 30, 35, 40. So can I move there?
Yeah, but you still don't get a flanking from Azrael.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, just so. But if he pops out, you will.
Yeah, I'm
Probably
okay.
will.
If he doesn't give me advantage, I'm okay with that. It's not the point of what I'm doing.
Okay.
So hit the guy with the booming blade. See if I can stop him from moving. That is going to be an AC 23.
23 will hit.
It'll do 11 points of thunder damage. Slash damage, 5 points of thunder. And then I'm just going to hit him again and see if I can hit him. And that is going to be AC 20. And that is going to be additional 7 points of slashing damage. And that is where I am currently. And then can you move Fee down? Because Fee can move 40 feet plus teleport another 30.
All right. Cost Fee 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 25 feet to get to the hole.
Yep. And then she can move, and she moves another.
She's flying, right?
Yeah, she's flying. She can move another 50
Fly
feet.
down 5. So 5 to fly down there. So she's moved 30 feet. Let me get her.
Yep.
She's moved 30 feet to get here. Now
Okay.
you can do whatever you want.
So then she is going to teleport here.
Okay.
And, oh my god, that gets a flank.
Bam.
And that should get a flank on it, right?
Sure.
And Fee is then going to attack twice with her scimitar. I can move Fee I can move Fee over one to the left too, with advantage.
You want her here?
Yeah, well, just so I get things.
She's small, so she can fit there, no problem.
She's going to hit with a 22. And
22 will hit.
she's going to hit him for 10 points of damage, and then she's going to hit him again with advantage. And that is going to be a hit for another. Make sure I'm doing this right. It's 2d6 plus 4. So yeah, another 18 points on that one.
Yeah.
So it's no drill, but that's the best I can do.
All right, he is beaten and battered now. The little pixie's short sword and your scimitar, but he is not bloodied quite yet.
She's some booming energy, so if he moves, he takes another 2d8.
Got it. Cal.
I whimper because there's no one else around, and I
You are
dive into
left
the hole.
alone in this.
I dive into the hole and follow him down. Follow Drill down.
So you've moved 5, flown another 5 down. So you've moved a total of 10, just so you're aware. And you are right here now.
I gotta go to the bottom of the screen. Where am I?
Yeah, just scroll down to the bottom of the screen. You'll see the tunnel layout.
Okay, so I move 10. So as I come down, there's the other bung hole. Okay, I will flip over this guy again. Boop.
It's a little tighter here, so you can't fly over him. Sadly,
I can't fly over him. Okay.
No, you can.
Then
You
I'll move
have
around
enough
him.
movement though if you wanted to go around. I think that way you can't go around.
I'll move around.
There's a wall in the way here, but I think you make it.
That?
I can't see for that very well.
Oh, that's a wall there.
Yeah, this is a chunk of rock that sticks out right here.
So I
So
moved
how
10.
much movement? You only moved 10. You have 35 left, right? One.
Yeah, so I got plenty to go around.
Yeah, you can come here, no problem.
So I'll position myself here. And does that give me advantage?
You have flanking on him.
And we will continue to beat on this half-dead one.
That was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you still have another square if you want. No, 6.
Welcome to the fight, Pop.
7, 8, 9. So you have 3 more squares, just in case you kill this guy. Is why I'm wondering. You hit him and you do. Oh no, you don't kill him. You break another leg, and his abdomen smashes to the ground, and he's just flailing around helplessly for your second next attack.
And then we swing once more. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. I love my staff.
You catch somehow as he tries to pivot to face you. You catch him right at the
Jam him right in the eyes with the staff.
Yeah, I was going to say you catch him right at the joint where his head meets the middle of his thorax, and just decapitate him with a staff, which is pretty
Okay, that works too. That's equally good.
and he falls to the ground dead.
And then I will use my last 3 movements to move this way.
2 squares, exactly.
I guess over here. Boom. And then I am done.
All right. We've used up 1 of Drell's rage, which you want to keep track of just because you'll probably keep moving after this, unless you want to give up and go home. And Drell, it is your turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no! 7, 8. I headbutt myself with my axe that now does more damage to me.
Can't you just throw a javelin at him?
Yeah, so now you do 4 damage.
Or I can. Yeah, no, I'll throw in a javelin.
Yeah, you can throw a javelin. Sure.
Yeah, I just need to attack, right?
You don't have advantage with the javelin, so
No.
you can just throw it normal. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you miss or not. And you can throw 2. You're not at a -5, so an 18 is going to hit.
Yeah.
Just remember to take that damage off, or I can take it off because you're not getting any great weapon damage.
No, I am getting
18 does pierces in his back of his abdomen,
range.
making a nice, meaty, satisfying thunk. And Icar all around him.
13.
And you don't get your rage damage on a thrown either.
No, I don't. 10.
So it takes 10 damage. He's still not bloody. Do you have a second throw if you'd like?
I do. Let's see if I can do this on my own.
Screaming out something in an arachnoid language.
Yeah, I don't know that.
I'm not sure, but the context you think he's saying, "Hey, Larry, where the hell are you?" Not knowing Larry is dead. So he takes. He does not take anything.
No, he takes nothing. I'm lucky I don't take some.
You bounce your javelin off of it.
I hit the fairy.
You jam your javelin into
All
your
right,
own self.
Azrael, it's your turn.
Alrighty then.
You are alive. We will rescue you.
You can use an action to attempt to escape, or you can attack with disadvantage, or you can obviously cast a spell.
Or you can miss.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action Shield of Faith.
Boom! You begin to glow. I'm going to add that to above you because that will last a minute as well.
I'm gonna add that on my gold AC modifier, and then I'm just going to try to escape. Is that going to be like a grapple check, or
it is a
like a strength saving throw or something like that?
Athletics check? Or it is actually straight up athletics, no choice.
Perfect. Inspiration. Gonna use that. Big money, no whammies. There we go. 22.
A 22 will do it. You break free as your action from his grasp.
All right. Where does this fit me out? Does it fit me out somewhere? Am I still in the
You can
space?
put yourself anywhere adjacent to him that you'd like to be.
Alrighty.
Stand by me,
Put
laddie.
myself here, so I'm not in the way drill. Yeah, that's put myself here, I guess. That's all I can really do right now.
Okay.
I can't move out of his range. He's going to sort of attack me. So
Those are all true.
that is it.
All right. It is his turn, and only his turn, because his buddy that we now know as Larry is gone.
What's Barry gonna do?
Oh, and he's so
this
angry.
guy actually,
Actually, Gary. I like Gary.
it's
better.
actually Harry.
Oh,
Is Harry? He's a little more hairy than Larry was. And those
minus inspiration.
They're really cool arachnid names, but I can't pronounce them for you, and I won't try. So
Well, we're cutting out bad dad jokes. You can edit that one.
yeah, we're editing it out later. All right. So this poor arachnid is surrounded, and he's thinks about fleeing for a second, and then he says, "Well, there's so many meaty targets. Well, that one guy's really blurry, so let's just go between." You know what? I'm going to go after my bloodied victim that I already went after. Yeah.
Oh, come on now. I'm right here. I just hit you.
You're so blurry though for my 8 eyes.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm just attacking. I'm 3 feet
1, 2, 3.
to the side.
1, 2, 3. I'm going after the glowy object. Nope. I'm going after.
On the bite, I'm going to give him disadvantage and use one of my warding flares.
He's attacking with his legs first. Does that matter to you?
I know the bite's the worst part.
His first leg shoots out at you. They're really bad if they crit, which he did.
So you willed that into existence. You literally died. Just don't say that.
That is 3D. That's going to be 3D 12 plus 5.
Wait, did you attack him? I thought you attacked me.
No, I did not attack you.
That's too bad.
I've been attempting to attack you because didn't you listen to the whole thing where he was
You're blurry.
I'm just hoping I can confuse the DM to roll again for disadvantage. Double ones! Woo!
Yes!
That is
There's
phenomenal.
a god!
He actually gets one more die because the mechanics stuff, so I got to roll another.
Do you get hit points back for that?
Another one.
Let's see if I can get a third one. No. So he's going to do 17 points of piercing damage.
Ow!
With his first leg, he attacks again.
I'd flare now.
He missed it. Bang! Off you. Now you're flaring, so he has disadvantage on the bite, right?
Yes.
There's no Constitution save from the. Oh, you're talking about your spell, right? I'm sorry.
Concentration on
Shield of Faith, yeah. Okay. He is going to reach out with his bite. He doesn't have advantage. I was giving him advantage for some reason. All right, he bites out.
Disadvantage.
That 21 is not going to get you. Oh, he has disadvantage.
Disadvantage anyways, but yeah.
Get you anyway, so I won't bother rolling the second one. He just gets a couple mandibles full of steel as he tries to bite through your shield and armor. He doesn't even get close
does he bite
to your
himself?
shield of faith as well. So he is done. So now it is the owl's turn. Is your owl going to do anything special?
Woo! All right, that's it.
Your
So it's
owl.
your turn.
All right, so we are going to hit him first with a regular attack with my scimitar. And let's see if the guy's
You
gonna
notice how Azrael's just trying to prove that his scimitar can do some stuff and he needs a better one.
You did subtract the
Watch me
14,000
use
off your
this
sheet, right?
scimitar.
AC 17.
AC 17 hits.
All right, he'll take 10 points of damage, which seems like something fierce until
He
the
does
barbarian
not seem happy about it. He is now
All right.
bloody. And you smash through one of his legs, falls to the ground,
All right,
twitches around.
And then I am going to have him make a DC 17 wisdom save, please.
He's gonna beat this just because he
You want
wants
to
to.
fight? Fight me. Mr.
Oh, he just misses it.
He takes 13 points of necrotic damage.
God, do you know that there's numbers below 15?
I'm making up for the last time I rolled. He did 13 damage, you said?
13
It's a good roll
necrotic
damage
damage.
for you.
You see some of the life sucked away from him, drying out around one of his eye sockets. It looks pretty gross. Are you done, sir, or are you still going?
Am I done? Aren't you cute? He is going to attack twice. Poke for an 18 and 19. Do they both hit?
The first one hits, the second one hits. 18 and a 19 break through his armor class.
Okay, he's going to take 17 and 11 points from that. So
28.
28 total. B is then going to go 5. Actually, he's just going to teleport here. Boink. So it gets anybody advantage on the far side, depending where they go. Done.
All right. Are you done finally, sir?
That's all we're going to do today.
I'm convinced Joe likes to have summoned creatures just so he can make his turn last as long as possible. All right.
Sounds about right. I
Joe, an
advance to
action
here.
economy?
I advance there.
Cal comes hovering across the ground, spitting up dirt as he goes. As his wing has, you know what? Everybody needs to see. Let's just take a moment to look at Cal's winged sandals because they're pretty cool. Everybody can see them.
24 for 8.
Okay, here. I just want everybody to see these bad boys
In all their glory.
Oh, here they are. Yeah, look at these bad boys.
Wow, they're lovely.
They're really
do
white
have
feathered.
one.
They're a lot more
Yeah.
feminine than I thought they would be.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they are. He usually keeps the wings tucked up under his baggy kung fu pants.
I would think it would be the gold and the jewels he would want to kind of dust up a little bit.
Yeah,
I
it's a
pulled those
little
off.
ostentatious, but that's what happens when you're wearing winged sandals. So anyway, he comes shooting across. While I was showing off his sandals, he hit with a 24 and another 24 for 16 points of combined damage of 2 strikes with staff. Whack whack. Hearing the smash and crack of Carapet's armor, but he is or chitinous armor. He's still kicking or twitching.
We'll go for one more flurry of blows.
Are you just doing so you're spending another key point?
Yep.
You're down 2 key points. I just love
Right.
using that.
2 key points. That's right.
All right, and 19 is going to hit.
19. And he's got to make himself a.
Can we just roll the second unarmed?
Yeah, I'll roll the second one too.
Because it may not matter.
Boom.
And this
Ooh,
one's
kick,
for ass.
and then I do a follow up with an axe kick.
Oh, the dreaded axe kick. So you
Come down across his noggin.
down low, then you come down with the axe kick with a heel right to the top of his head because he has spun to face you, cracking his cranium. So you have killed a killing blow to both of them. He falls dead.
Ooh. I hate spiders. Ew.
His legs are twitching ever so slightly.
I grind my hill just to finish.
His
him
best
off.
childhood friend and eggmate is also twitching, still over there to the north.
I'm gonna call him Eggsy based on the Kingsman.
Sorry, Harry.
Sorry,
Larry
Kingsy.
are not so
So,
scary anymore.
Heraclius and Laraclius are now dead. And we move on. We are going now. Are you done, Cal? Did you want to do any movement?
I am done.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to stay in rounds because we have to keep track of rages and you never shifted, did you?
No, I haven't shifted yet.
Okay.
And
Saving that one.
the rage is my dancing
Shields of
counter.
Faith and raging. What's that?
Rage is my dancing counter too.
Oh, you dance at the same time. I'll put it in front of you. So you're at the same exact one.
Yeah, rage and dance at the same one time.
All right, I'll do it. Okay, yeah, I'll just make it.
Technically, I'm one behind it, but it doesn't make a difference because he raged first, and then I lost my turn. But that's right.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I'll put it different. So you'll be at 1 when it comes to your turn because you just started dancing last turn, right?
This would be my second turn dancing.
Second turn dancing. All right.
I danced over and then I attacked twice, so I keep it.
So you'll be at a 1, and then when it comes to your, I'll add it. But that's all right. Finish your movement. Do you have any movement?
Me? I have plenty of movement, so I'm
All
gonna
right.
actually
Do
move.
you want to do any movement? Do you want to fly?
Yeah, 5, 10. Well, are we pretty much done here? Do we think, guys?
We're gonna explore down here real quick, and it's gonna be very fast.
Okay. In that case, I'll come back up this way. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Let me
Up
move.
north would be underneath the pyramid.
Correct.
Yeah,
Down
So-
south would be out into the desert.
yeah.
All right. My plan is to head this way and then up and see what I can see.
I'm gonna move upward 5, 10, 15, 20.
I saw no lime green indicator. I don't know where Aurelius.
Oh, sorry, I've got it hidden. So we're
35. There we go. So I'm gonna move myself back up to here. See
Okay.
what I can see.
Are we all spreading out? That doesn't seem like a good idea.
Respect. Well, I thought we were going north underneath the pyramid.
No, Aurelius just indicated that he wants to go west.
Well, Cal looks like he's headed back up to.
we're gonna check. We're gonna go back out the orifice in a minute, but before we do that,
Yeah,
I wanna make
I'm
sure there's
checking out
nothing
this corner. Do I find anything interesting?
I want out.
Yeah, you find
Yeah.
Barry.
Where it is now. Actually, we got to keep on turns just because of everybody's stuff. So it goes. So now we're on turn 2. It's been 2 turns of raging. Drell, what are you going to do?
So this is going into the third turn of raging. Is that
Correct. So you were starting the third turn. So what
Correct.
happened? I moved it in front of you because it's the completion of a turn now.
yeah?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. I'm gonna go here. 1, 2, 3. Just making sure because I thought, yep. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I pop out. Can I move past this rock, or is that blocking me?
That rock's not blocking you.
Okay, so I can pop out like this. So when I dash, do I only get half my movement? or another. My
If you're
movement. all
not
over
moving
again.
stealthily, you get your full movement.
Oh, are we still? I mean, I thought.
And then
We actually didn't. You know what? We didn't. You got hit a few times. You probably need to roll like 3 concentration checks to see if you lost.
You can't spellcast once you're raging.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm. Yeah, it's gone
But yeah,
anyway.
that's
but
right. Correct. Thank you.
Concentrate.
Yeah.
So
Which way did you move? Did you go north?
No, I'm going the way you indicated. I'm going west.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
to me, it looks like your miniature is right up. Oh, you had it.
I zoomed up and around to make sure that tunnel went where I thought it went.
Oh, and
There's
then
a
you
small-
indicating a cow generally goes the wrong direction.
There's
you
a
have
small
figure?
side tunnel, and we now know that it connects with the main central tunnel that we landed in.
Okay.
And now I'm slightly ahead of, and then
Oh, your miniature just moved. It was sitting there for the longest time.
oh no, I went up this way.
I got it.
That's fine, but you are where you are. Look at Joe's
Yes.
screen. Is that where you are?
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. So are you
And
done?
I'm gonna slap myself in the head with the axe.
You do see one of the things you can see because you do have dark vision. So you take 5 points of damage divided, so you take 2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Um,
To
What-
maintain my rage. Now I'm just angry at myself.
you do see that there are a few skeletons laying out in various places, and
Do they have bits of webbing on them?
these don't seem to use web.
Oh.
No,
Do they have bits of hair on them?
They
Big
look
reddish
like
brown
silk.
hair?
they kind of look like, which is kind of makes sense normally in a pyramid, but they look like they've been prepared for mummification because they've been totally sucked of all their vital juices.
Interesting.
And all their skin is like adhered to them, like someone vacuum packed them. And there are most of the corpses. Like I said, there's a varying amount of corpses laying out. They do have belt pouches and such on them. So there doesn't seem to be any weapons or armor of value on any of the ones that you see. You see like 2 or 3 skeletons laying about.
Yeah.
And, are you done with your turn then?
I am done, yes.
All right, we've completed 1 round of Shield of Faith. It is your turn, Azraelius.
You said which Azrael? That's
That's
Azrael, you said
Azrael.
both of them at
Azrael.
once.
He said Azraelius. It's very
Yeah.
I
combine
combine the 2 of you like J-Lo.
Yeah, I can't. My turn.
Are you
is so
guys
big, I can-
shipping?
Yeah, so I meant as your turn.
All right. 1, 2.
threw me off in that one. Azraelius. Wait,
Sorry, yeah, sorry. I confused.
Sorry.
Time, I don't know anything about it. Are you going to try to climb up there, Az?
No, I'm just gonna heal myself.
Okay. So are you done?
I'll just drop the healing down and then I'm done.
All right. It's Poncho's turn.
Poncho is going to
Poncho the owl.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Poncho moves to there.
All right.
Does he get eaten?
All right. And what about yourself?
Well, that's my, so it's my turn now.
Yep, you come after him on the
Okay.
chart.
I'm
Yeah.
going to I was going to give a potion to Az, but he ran. So let's go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 to here next to Drell. I then
You see the same thing I described to him. You see, at this point, you see 3 skeletons. They seem to have been here a while, for the most part, but their leather stuff seems to be intact and not rotting away. But most anything of like weapon type value or staff or anything like that, it seems to either they didn't come with one, which makes no sense, or they seem to have been removed.
Okay. I'm going to verbally instruct Fee to grab the pouches from the skeletons at the end of my turn, and that's in my turn. But I use my action to see through Fee's eye, to see through Poncho's eyes, and see what I can see from here. Take that.
It's a dead end that goes 15 feet further to the right or to the.
Cool. That's what I need to know. Okay, so just
Yes.
dead ends. And then
Yeah.
Fee's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
I mean,
25.
they could have been, but they're collapsed. If they were tunnels, these are the only structures that are holding at the moment.
I'm not sure exactly what the skeletons are, but Fee's going to move. It is Soup. Sorry, it is going to be so everybody can see it. It's going to be
general area. There's 3 in this general area, so she can
okay.
address.
So she's going to go there and teleport, and so she's going to go there. She can move 40 feet and teleport.
The pouches up,
and then she's going to spend the action gathering their pouches.
You not move? Oh, you can move it. Good. All right. So she spends her action gathering those pouches. There's like a satchel on one of them, a backpack on the other, and like a couple belt pouches. If she wants to grab all of their available gear.
I'm gonna grab that. Yep.
All right. That brings us to Cal's turn.
All right, I'm going to continue to check out over here. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then nothing I see here.
You see there are 2 skeletons in this general area.
Okay.
A dwarf and a halfling skeleton or a child.
Do they have anything interesting on them?
They also have all of their any weaponry or like exciting type of gear is either been removed or whatever happened to it. But they do have whatever leather type of things like satchels and stuff like that. So if they have coins in their pouches and stuff or anything else of like gems or
I'll
anything.
continue moving there. I'm at 35. I'll collect their.
Okay. So you can collect all their. Do you want to look? Are you looking in them right now? Or are you just grabbing them?
I'm just going to grab them right now.
They do. And fee related.
Give 'em a good shake.
Aurelius, but they do jingle. There are coins definitely in the belt pouches.
All right. Anything else I see here as I come around the corner?
No? Not in that immediate area here. Let me see what you can see. There is a lot of bones in this cavern here.
Ooh.
So there's a lot of different stuff there. But you would take a few rounds to sort through all the garbage there because that seems to be where the majority of eating went on of late, anyways, in this cavern.
Okay.
Are you done with your turn?
Well, I still got 2. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of work my way back this way until, and just yell for Azrael, and just say, let him know that the nest is this way.
All right. So you guys,
We're not going that way.
So
Okay. I guess
you hear
I'll
a
come
bloodied
back the other way.
Azrael yell. He's not going the way that Cal went. Are you
I'm
done?
hurting, man.
So do you need some healing potions?
Are you done, Cal?
Yes, I'm done. That's my movement unless I decide to dash. But
That's what happened. All right. It is your turn, Drell. You're entering the 4th round of your rage.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's empty. 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I see anything?
You see. You see 2 corpses there in these tunnel. This tunnel looks like it goes on and narrows though, like the spider field that continue burrowing through it, but you would kind of have to dig and crawl if you go this way. But there's 2 skeletons. There's one here and one here, again with pouches, but no weapons or armor.
Okay, I call out more dead guys. 1.
All right. Let us head up out of the orifices.
You're not sure how long these things have been dead because of the way they.
6. 7, 8. Anything in here?
Mark down, just because I'll do it all at once. Mark down if I've told you or you've told me you've collected any pouches and I've told you how many. Just mark them down.
I haven't collected any pouches yet.
Right, Joe, you haven't collected anything down. You collected, I believe you collected 3 over there, 3 people stuff.
Yeah. I'm just writing down. Go. We'll do it later.
You guys 3, just the number of people you've collected off.
Yep.
And what did I get, John? Was it
What do you get for what?
How many pouches did I collect?
You had 3 too.
3.
So you guys have 6 total collected. There was another 2 here, and there was the room you saw had lots of stuff in it.
Is there anything in this room?
That room is looks like another eating. There's tons of bones in that area. And there's lots of like leather mixed within the bones, so they pouches or backpacks or again, no metal. I'm just saying.
Lots of dead people. And I hit
Dead
myself
people
with the
everywhere.
axe again. Ouch.
Okay, so take your damage. Are you done, sir?
I am.
All right, Azrael.
Let's
Did he die?
see, there's nobody there. Nobody around me, so I can't even tell anybody where Cal's going. I'm just gonna heal myself and stay still.
All right. Poncho.
My last healing was crap.
Okay. So Pancho is going to move to here, double moves to here. Next.
You are next, sir. You're going into
10,
your fourth
15,
round.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Gonna collect the pouches here. And then say, let us
Write down you've got 2 more collections.
okay. Upon Drell, let us leave here. I believe there's nothing more to find down in these caves except skeletons.
I got a room full of them.
All right, and I'm gonna have just to watch us 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So they are going to so he's gonna move here. He's gonna teleport next to Drell just to protect Drell.
Yeah, you don't hear any other movement, and obviously you haven't seen any other spiders since you.
Let us leave here and continue on into the pyramid.
All right, Cal, it's your turn.
Okay. Until I hear them back, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna check in here.
You're gonna start digging through those bones.
Yeah, I'm gonna dig through here.
All right.
We can find.
Roll me a D4 to see how many collection. We're just gonna call them collections you get in one round here.
One D4.
Yeah, just see how much bones you got to dig through to find it. So write down you've collected 3 more. Just you can write them as pouches or whatever. It's gonna mechanically. I'm just gonna randomize because it's just random gold on these people.
Okay.
You haven't found a horde down here.
6 pouches. Okay.
But so you have that many at this point. That takes you your whole round just to dig through all those bones and find those 3.
Okay.
It is a bit of a mess. All right, Drell.
All right, I'm gonna collect. So D4 is that same thing for me?
Dig through the bones.
Digging through the bones. Two.
All right, you get 2 collections.
And then I
2 pouches.
2,
A very loose mechanic I'm going with this.
4, 5, 6,
But
7.
I won't make it totally worth. I'll
8.
make it all copper pieces because that would be mean. It'll be copper and silver. Just kidding. Just
Dwarves don't carry silver and copper.
I'm gonna hit myself in the head again.
all right.
Ow!
I can't
I'm
wait.
getting annoyed.
I'm going to get so much satisfaction out of you bloodying yourself just to watch
Yeah.
your.
I am about to bloody myself,
I know,
actually.
it's awesome. All right, Azrael, it's your turn again.
Oh my god, that was quick. Just gonna stay still again. I kind of like my spot.
All right, it's Poncho's turn.
Pancho is going to, I tell Pancho, fly out here and join the others at the orifice. So this way, and then I'm going to move myself.
Hope you get stuck in a wall. moving
I
around.
tell Fee, go come with Drell when Drell, watch over Drell and follow Drell out when we exit. 5, 10, 15, 20.
You're not sure, Drell, because you don't understand Sylvan, but you think as Fee is following you that she is literally mocking every move you make.
All right, so that's I
Like,
double
pretending to
move.
walk like you. She's pretending to pick up the stuff you do. She's like every time you whack yourself in the head with the axe, she pretends to whack herself with her little short sword.
Okay,
so
that makes
there's
sense.
there's my double move to there. Go next.
Okay. So that was your dancing. All right, that's Aurelius. Cal.
I guess I'll take one more peek in here.
All right, roll me another D4.
Is there any chance that I find anything more interesting than just pouches of gold, or
I have just said to you that there seems to be nothing else there, but
yes, okay. All right, so I get 2 more pouches, and then I'm gonna boogie out of here.
Somebody has seemed to take everything else of value, is what it looks like. Either that,
Okay.
Either that or these spiders digest metal.
Okay.
That would be
10,
weird.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 44. So I'm going to work my way back to the orifice.
Okay, start running to the the northern orifice.
The northifice.
You could just call them dirt sphincters because they kind of look like it.
All right.
All right. Now it is Drell's turn.
I am going to
I'm just gonna have
hightail it for the orifice, as they say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hey, Abs, how you doing?
Not
I'm just
good.
gonna keep Fee behind. This way he's safe. So Fee's already moved, Joe. I'm just keeping her behind.
Fine, it's good.
All right. Did you whack yourself again?
No, I'm no longer going to whack
You're
myself.
gonna let your rage is gone.
My rage is now gone.
You just can't seem to stay angry hitting yourself.
No, it's just seeing the fairy pretend to do it really showed me how ludicrous it is, and I refuse to do it in front of witnesses anymore.
I'm putting it on TikTok.
All right. So, that brings
I
us.
will not be mocked.
That brings us to Azrael.
I should not be the one in the front, so I will not lead the charge out of the sphincter.
So you link your fingers and offer everybody a step up? No, really.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I'm just being helpful. All right. You're no longer bloody. So that's good. What do you want to do the Poncho, Aurelius?
Poncho's going to fly up, and so you can move Poncho back to the room where
All right,
it
I'm
was.
moving Poncho. Is she going up the south or the north?
You're going to go up the south one and just stay just one square outside the temple, just south of it.
So just one square outside. I'm going to put her down, and then you can look to see if you like where she is.
I can't see it till I get there.
Is it he or she? Yeah, I was calling it she. But it's just because Fee's. You can. Oh, you can't see through her eyes. That's right. All right. Right now, I'll put Poncho one south. I'll put him one south, and then you can move him when you get up there. It's because it's your turn next.
All right. I'm going to move 20 feet up to here. I'm then going to stuff a potion into Azrael's mouth as he stares at me agape.
He has a mask on, so that's going to be difficult.
I still shove it in his mouth anyway.
It spills all over the ground and goes to
You're going to get 5 more hit points
when
back.
do you say this?
What is my life?
I said, I do my best to help you. 5, 10, 15, 20. How far? He says 15 feet up. Is it a climb? How do we get out of here?
It's only about 10 feet up. So with a boost, you could get up and then somebody could lean down with a hand or hold their quarterstaff down if you had such an item.
So I'm going to stuff a potion into his mouth and step on his head to get out.
Okay. So give me a acrobatics check if you want to just kind of flip up there.
I'm acrobatics. Oh, and I'm
Oh no, that's that was Greg. I don't know why he's rolling stuff.
So that's going to be a
20. Because I was going to sneak back up the hole in case there's anything there.
All right. So you acrobat up there, no problem. Using your dance flurry, you just flip up the hole. So I'll move you where you are, and then you can adjust Poncho as you desire.
Okay, and I'm going to go
right
back.
now. You're kind of here on the edge of the hole.
Yep. That's good. And then I'm going to stick. I'm going to lean over and hand my hand down for anybody who needs help getting up.
Okay. So you are assisting. So anybody can use advantage between Azrael and Aurelius is assisting. Cal, it's your turn. You can fly. So are you flying? So just move half speed if you're and put your 20.
Yeah, I'm going up the hole. So I move 10, and then it's another 10 up.
It is 10. Yeah, basically 10 to get up there.
I'm checking to make sure that there's nothing that's going to kill me when I come out of the hole, of course.
All right. Do you want
like Aurelius?
All right. Did you want to do a perception check when you come up?
Sure.
Well, once we get you guys through this round and up out of the hole, we'll call it a night. But I just want to get you guys situated up here. So, and I can.
You got sand in your eye.
I got sand in my eye. Exactly.
There is another 3 spiders standing right in front of you, but you don't.
I don't see them. Okay.
No, you're fine. You don't see anything.
I'm stealthy, so that was me either.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that that you're completely alone in this. And with that roll and what you smell, you think the rest of this, as Bilbo said in the end of the first Hobbit, this should be an easy road from here on out. think you think the worst is behind you. All right, Drell.
Cal never thinks
Drell.
that. Oh yes, and I look back and there's Aurelius. The worst is behind me.
Can I athletics up?
Yeah, you have advantage too.
Hoot.
You can just.
I learned this from my book.
You can use.
Hit. Yeah.
So with a 24, you leap off the ground, pushing off of Azrael's helmet.
Azrael.
Do a full split to catch you in the middle of it.
I do.
And then just kind of launch yourself up, pushing off with both hands, and shoot yourself to a standing position next to whoever you want out of that hole.
And I end in a T pose.
Yeah. So you're up here now, and you can move yourself anywhere around if you have any movement left, you can also move that. And then we're going to get to finish off this round, and we'll call it a session. Let me.
And you can move Fee up top as well.
I will. And then Azrael, go ahead, and I'll move Fee here too.
Fee will hold on to you. Fee will hold on to your back and trying to fly you up like a.
Fee is lifting you up by your.
I knew it. Azrael's no good, very bad day continues.
Fall
back down the spiders
to the ground and take 1 point of damage as you smack.
You're bloody again?
I was gonna say, I'm not actually bloody again. It'd be funny if I was, though. It'd be perfect if I was.
We can end it. I don't know how anybody's schedules. We can end it here with Azrael stuck in the hole, or we can go another round around if you want to try to get
one more round to get him out.
Yeah, we'll do one more round to get him out.
Yeah, we can't leave him in the hole.
That's right.
All right. The good news is if Nam joins us next session, you didn't make it very far from the teleportation spot.
Well, that's for sure.
Aurelius, you can also move. I skipped past Poncho, but if you want to move him, you can.
That's fine. No, Poncho's gonna be there. I'm gonna have tell Fee to hold on to Az and help him up. He's having trouble.
Well, Fee tried to pull him up by his cloak. You fell down. Fee flew down like over your head and is like waving her finger and you scolding you for falling. And then she gets commanded by Aurelius to do whatever he says.
All right, I'm gonna stand here and try and say, "Come on, give me your hand, Azraelius."
Azraelius.
Sorry, yes.
That's the new version of Azraelius.
No, Joe will not root another one of my names. It will not happen.
Come on, Caldrell, let's go.
Caldrell and Aurelius. And Namphy.
I used to shop at Caldrell.
All right. Are you done, Aurelius?
I am.
All right, Cal.
I'm going to continue to scope out here. I'll move up this way. Be careful not to touch the floor.
We're going to aggro another monster in our last round.
What's that? I'm not touching the floor.
Where are you going?
I'm going to sneak around this way because I'm still stealthy.
All right. You're on your second round of stealth.
Yeah. So I'm I'm moving myself around this way just to see what I see this way.
All right. You see a semi-maze-like action, I think. If you see, so you see it curves around. It's still 10 feet wide, and the walls are all smooth and tiled. And you can there's still sand on the floor, but less than there was in the entryway. But you can now see the pattern, the mosaic. I'm calling it mosaic. I don't really know if that's true, but that's what I'm going to call it. And the mosaic pattern on each 4 tiles making up a symbol. And continuing down the hallway, there's there's gold coloring on the tiles on the walls, but it doesn't look like it's real gold metal. And just kind of going in between the tiles that make up the walls. But this all seems to be pretty well constructed in here, except for the sand. Are you done moving?
No, I still have plenty of movement left, so I'm going to bop over to this side here and check this side out and see what I see.
All right, you see it mirrors it. There seems to be more sand on that section, but it's actually so both of them kind of angle back to the front of the pyramid or to the south, and then look like they hook back around once you go down those corridors. Are you done now?
Yes, I am done now. I'll move
all right,
back.
Drell.
My final movement here.
I'm not flying, so I don't want to walk on anything new. So I'll just stand over here and watch in this direction. And I have my axe ready in case something shows up.
All right. So you can see that it curves around there where you're standing, I think.
Yes, I also have my staff ready.
You guys are both guarding the door. That is cool.
That's right.
We're going into the 7th round of Shield of Faith. Azrael, it is your turn. You can do it.
You can do it.
Hey!
Oh my god!
Hey.
Get me the hell out of here!
You climb up like a boss. You're not sure. Everybody watching is not sure if you actually climbed up or if a moonbeam god felt sorry for you and pulled you out like a tractor beam.
That was
Actually,
actually
Scooby Doo ran out of that shit.
Fee's
I
got her
don't hear
hand on
no
his
more.
bottom, pushing him up.
I was gonna say the
Fee is literally. You have this
fairy
little
really
tiny.
made the difference.
Yeah, you have this little tiny
Scooby Doo right up that bunghole.
your metal cheek of your armor as you kind of bounce back and forth, grab Aurelius's hand and throw. Because if you hadn't, technically, because of the 2 rolls, if you hadn't had advantage, you could have got the 5. Depending on how things go. So you did need to look at it, and you did get up there successfully. Up for past, so you can move. That takes you about 10 movement to get up there. Well, climbing twice, so 20 movement. So you still have 10 movement left.
I'm just moving next to Aurelius and I'm staying.
All right.
Okay.
And that
Fee can
to
move.
finish off the,
Fee can lift 260 pounds.
really that tiny little person.
I know, right? Isn't that crazy?
I weigh.
And she's
I feel like there's a.
I'm
I
heavy.
feel like if you were flying with wings, it would just the weight of it would push you back, no matter how strong you think.
She's a lot stronger than not only myself, but a lot stronger than also than Cal, ironically.
That's fun. All right. So go ahead and move Poncho to finish off the round.
Poncho is going to fly and land on my shoulder, and that is going to be the end of that.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and stop here. This is a good spot. It's like you just reached the beginning of the thing, but you're all beaten up and have used resources. So all kinds of good.
Achievement unlocked! You've made it to the end of another D6 Generation episode, the podcast whose humor has universally been acclaimed as not too horrible. Please let us know what you thought of the show by emailing us at info@thed6generation.com. If for some inexplicable reason you actually enjoyed this show, you can help others find out about it by leaving positive reviews on iTunes. Thanks for listening and happy gaming.